The 4th of July is canceled, and it should be canceled permanently. Is there such a thing as a July 4th movie? And if so, why are Craig's choices always the wrong ones? If this is the kind of star-spangled shit that ignites your limp little sparkler, settle in, kids. I'm Brad here with Dave and Craig, and this is Needless to Say. And since everyone in this town is named John Philip Sousa, I'll just ask the maestro to hit my music instead. Get to it, boys.
Now she looks like someone trying to push their foot through a hefty bag.
Now make slow back arching humps.
If he had that photo up and then a seagull fly by and then just the word Summer's Eve.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Needless to Say. I'm Dave. I'm here with Brad and the soon-to-be diaper for my next shit, Craig.
Nice.
Great.
Is there COVID in that diaper just to stay on theme?
So, in other words,
Probably.
3 minutes from
That's
now.
right. Buckle up, sister. So, Craig, is the pool ready?
No. I am.
I'm not going to lie to you. Even I'll go in now.
Yeah.
And I fucking hate pools. But I'll go in at this point.
I know Brad hates pools so much. He's like, hey, if I come over to your house and we swim in your neighbor's pool, can you watch my kid because he can't swim yet?
I'll
So
watch
I'm not
him.
going in.
I'm just not getting in. I hate
Yeah.
chlorine.
Hey, he's drowning.
Well, that's
Get my-
perfect
no.
because my pool is not chlorine.
Well, it's salt pool. I'll probably get in.
It's going to be mud,
All
right?
right.
It's a salt pool.
Is it really?
Yeah, salt. Yeah, I'm doing salt water.
Are you really?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. And it's awesome because it's not like seawater salt. So you get it, it doesn't taste like salt. You know what I mean? It's not like that. It's just, the whole chemical process of turning it to sodium chloride, which is chlorine. You know what I mean?
Like, they do that on a lot of cruise ships.
Yeah.
Like the saltwater pools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's great because they're going to get out and there's going to be a whole layer of skin missing.
Yeah. No, it's actually that's the whole point is you don't have that. You don't have that itchy feeling. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be really good.
I know how conscious you are of skincare, so I'm proud of you.
Yeah, no, that's good.
job.
So what are you going to stock in it? Sea bass.
Yeah, that's you know it. Just
from your
fishing
deck.
from my deck. Yeah, just sitting there on my patio, fishing with a beer.
Just in the kitchen. Fran, what do you want for dinner?
Yeah.
Salmon or trout?
Yeah.
I need to pick a hook.
Yeah. But this fucking pool, man, it's been going on for a while now.
Yeah, it's starting to annoy me.
Yeah, it's and I get it because it's not the guy who's installing my pool. It's not his fault. The companies that make the liners have been closed down,
Right.
during this whole COVID thing. So they just opened up about 3 weeks ago, a month ago. They opened up.
So your liner's being made by Scabs.
Yeah, so my liner is being made by Scabs. But the worst part was he finally, and the funny thing was he said it to me last week. He's like, I keep calling them for a shipment date. They won't tell me. He goes, but watch. He goes, it'll show up Friday at noon when I can't do it. Because he was
Right.
trying to get it done for me for the 4th, He goes, it'll show up Friday at noon.
Just too late.
Yeah, just too late. So it didn't. It showed up yesterday.
Perfect.
Yeah, the wrong one.
Can we just lay it over there and trim the edges?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah. So I felt bad because he called me in a fucking rage, embarrassed rage. You know what I mean? He was looking at me like I'm not making excuses. You know what I mean? And I think that's what he thought. I was going to think, oh, this guy's just bullshitting.
Well, it's like Brad said earlier
You know?
off air that this guy's name is on everything.
Yeah.
And he knows that he's probably done a lot of his business word of mouth for the last 30 years.
That's how I got him.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's how he operates. And if he fucks something up,
Yeah.
he's going to try to fix it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he's doing, and I have to give him a lot of credit. The fact that he said to me, he called the company immediately, freaked out because he's like, "What the fuck? This person's been waiting this long," so they're making it immediately. But then, of course, they're like, and then to ship it could be 10 to 12 business days, and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking come and get it." So he's gonna drive to New York and get it.
Where in New York are we talking about?
It's right on the New York-Jersey border, I guess.
All right.
So he's
we're talking
looking at a good
3.5 hour drive.
Some would
right.
call that the pool capital of the world.
Yeah, I guess that's where a lot of it's manufactured is in that area, and then
what is that? Is that Leonardtown, New York?
I mean, is it a top quality product? Then
Yes.
it's from New York.
Yeah. Oh boy, but yeah. So he's actually going to drive. So they're going to make it right away. They told because they fucked up. So they're on top of it too. You know what I mean?
How wrong was it?
It was totally different because it wasn't the dimensions were okay, but it was a totally different like graphic from what we picked. The color.
Gotcha.
It was almost like a sand, like brown thing.
So you could have just put water in the dirt in your backyard and they get the same effect.
Yeah, so it wasn't what we wanted because the one we picked specifically was for the type of patio that we're going to end up putting around it. Now that patio is there forever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not getting changed, so we kind of wanted to match that. This one wouldn't have done that. It would have
Let's
clashed.
be real. At your age, forever is about 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still an investment, though. I'm with you.
Because to be honest with you, if it was even close, I would have said just fucking use it.
Yeah, I would have been the same way.
I would have said, Joe, don't worry about it. Just use it. You know, don't go through the hassle. Just do it.
But the other color is proven to attract more children to your home.
Yes, that was the thing. It's fucking got little things of Jolly Ranchers at the bottom, and like it's like all candies on the side.
And a bunch of like seahorses beckoning you in.
Yeah,
Jump in. Don't need that life jacket.
yeah. The style name was Sounds of the Siren.
That's pretty awesome. You got a saltwater pool, I'll probably go in. I mean, I'm not a huge pool guy. I just don't like pools. And everybody's like, well, you don't swim? Swim fine.
Well, the thing
I
is,
just don't enjoy it.
the thing is what I like about the pool is the stairs. Now I had stairs put in. They're not little 9-inch. They're 16 inches wide.
So you can sit on them.
So you can sit on them, and they're padded, so you can sit on them. So when you sit on them, it's not like you're sitting on concrete. There's pad under the liner.
Giant
Really?
hemorrhoid
Yeah.
donut.
So they're big stagger. So you can actually
So you
sit.
can have one step that's got a bigger dip than the rest of them because that's where you're going to sit all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I said to Joe. I said, I don't give a fuck about that side of the pool because I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be sitting on that second step with my beer right here. That's it. I'm like, I even said to him as a joke, I said, can you like mold in a cup holder over here? I was like, on this
No,
side
get
of
that
the-
floating thing.
Oh, yo, I got a bunch of them already. Fran just decided,
No. You need
random
better
shit.
ones. That's like above ground, low class cup holders.
Yeah.
No, none of that shit. None of
Yeah.
that shit. Well, I said it about a year ago. I said nothing screams you achieve 75% of the American dream quite like an above ground pool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I almost made it.
I'm just kidding. I had friends in New York that just put one in. It's gorgeous. They built a deck around it and everything. It's gorgeous.
I've seen some shit people doing now with above ground pools that are fucking mind blowing.
Oh, yeah.
Our buddy Freddie, he actually put his half in, half out.
Yeah.
And he built like almost like a mountain to it. But that thing is like secure as an in-ground.
Yeah,
That thing's
yeah.
amazing. So no, I'm obviously busting balls, but yeah, I'm going to go in your pool because I know that you're going to be like so protective over it. And I'm going to jump in with so much shit in my pockets. I'm going to teach the kids how to dive for pennies, and I'm going to get the extra sharp pennies so they like rip that liner that you're waiting for.
I actually bought stuff for the kids. I bought goggles and stuff for the kids. I got some stuff
Let me tell
for
you
kids.
something. I have 13 pairs of goggles.
Yeah.
And I have 3 children. Only 2 of them wear goggles.
Yeah.
I have enough.
No, I ordered a bunch of stuff for the kids. I like
It's like a
like the
nickel.
diving things.
I know.
Like the the things you throw.
Steak knives.
Like steak
Yeah.
knives. Chloroform.
Jarts.
Lawn darts.
Yeah, lawn darts. Yeah. No, I got a bunch of stuff for kids and adults too, just to lounge. You know what I mean? Like, so
it's going to be fun.
It'll be good.
I think we're all just really tired of hearing you talk about it. So we're pulling for you, man.
No, I want it done. I just want my pool at this point.
Yeah.
Spending a lot of money on this fucking thing. I just want my fucking pool. But so that was like pretty much most of my week was just wanting my pool and being upset. But I had something happen to me yesterday morning
Awesome.
that made me fucking laugh so hard, and it was so wrong, but I couldn't help it. Like it's just. So I was backing out of my driveway to go to work. Now there's a tall fence on this. There's a tall fence around my whole yard. You can't see anything.
Right.
Right.
And like we talked about the town of Warren, thanks you.
Yeah. So as I'm backing out, I always back out slow because I have the church parking lot, which goes to the little side road to my house. Now, kids come flying on their bikes all the time and whip onto that side road.
Well, it's a parking lot. Why? That makes sense.
So they'll come whipping down. So I always back out slow, cautiously, because I know that. So I kind of crawl out. So I'm crawling out of the thing, and all of a sudden I see this kid on a skateboard. Like, whoa! And he just misses the back of my truck by fucking inches. But because he like swerved into the thing, he fucking slams right into my neighbor's fence, the chain link fence. But the best is the chain link fence is only like about like chest high.
Yeah.
So when he hit it, his glasses shot off his fucking face like a rocket into my neighbor's yard. He hit the fence so fucking hard. But he was about, I mean, he was probably, I would say he was like 17, 18 years
so old enough to know better?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
So I get out of the car and I'm already like, and I'm like, you all right? He's like, yeah. And I lose it. I just stop fucking, and I'm like, I'll go get your glasses because it's my neighbor's yard. The dog's out there. I'm like, I'll go get your glasses. So and the whole time I'm like, walking into the neighbor's yard, get his glasses, come back out. The kid's like trying to catch his breath. He's like, but I asked him,
did you find his nipple while you were at it?
But I'm like, dude, I guaranteed that kid had chain link marks.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, so I'm like, dude, you all right? He's like, I said, listen, I didn't hit him, but I was like, I didn't even see it. You know, I said, good thing I was backing out slow. And right away he was like, no, that's on me.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I should, you know, he's like, so it was just funny, but he didn't laugh. But I couldn't.
That's on you too, kid.
I couldn't fucking stop.
Oh my God.
The whole time, and I was like, I was smiling when I got to work. Still, like just replaying it in my head. Like, that's one of those things. Like that's when you wish you had the camera on your car.
Yeah,
you know, because just to see that, because he had kind of long hair and it like shot forward, like there was a fan behind him. And his fucking glasses flew up. It was fantastic.
I wish you could have videoed that and added music.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking killer.
That's one of those videos you want to see people work. Like it plays backwards and goes back. Like
they just slam
those
them into the
boomerang
fence
videos.
a bunch of times.
Yeah, I could watch that kid hit a fence all day.
It was like
day.
that Rocky thing I sent you guys this week.
Oh my God.
That was one of the funniest things. I played it 20 times and then I played it for Melissa tonight. And I started laughing hysterically.
I've watched it almost every day since you sent it.
It's fantastic.
The premise of the video is very
good.
simple. It's Rocky running up the steps, the heroic scene from the original Rocky, and he jumps up at the top and then he punches two kids. I don't know who doctored this video, but two kids are chasing him up the steps. Instead of jumping, he throws two punches and cracks these two kids.
But it's like
That's where it ends too.
Yeah.
It's only a second. It's a 30-second video. And then it's a second of him just laying those
two kids out.
on the
Like,
steps.
That's what made me click it. They said, you're going to wish this lasted longer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, oh, my God.
They weren't wrong.
No. I can watch him take out every kid on this. Yeah. Fuck you, Philly.
Yeah.
Dave, how was your week?
It was not that exciting. Craig had one thing happen to him. I've had none.
Wow.
None. Zero. It was fucking... The two older kids were back with their mom this week. The younger one is back to daycare.
Yep.
So all week, 8 o'clock, she's dropped off. My wife gets her at the end of the day. I've been down in my office all week doing nothing.
How's your dick feel?
It's hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
What the fuck?
No, but it's like...
I knew something was up when you were caressing the can.
No.
He was sliding his hand up and down that slender Truly can.
That's right.
This is big.
Who calls these cans skinny?
Yeah.
It's funny, when Dave jerks off, you can actually see his fingers overlap one another.
Yeah.
Like they lap themselves.
Lap themselves. Oh, my God. I don't know where to go now. I got nothing. But no, it was like I was back to my normal routine 4 months ago.
Yep.
It's
what we wanted, right?
Yeah.
This is what we've been looking for. I wish I had that sense of normalcy. I think I will a week from today.
Yep.
Because I actually start this fucking job after
Nice.
what would turned out to be a 1-month interview cycle.
Yeah, that's intense.
That's insane.
They got 12 hours of work from me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, they're using him.
Yeah,
Like they're gonna fire him immediately.
this is how they hire independent.
The day he logs in, they're like, sorry, this ain't working out.
Yeah.
It's not you. It's us.
It's not, yeah.
It's a fake login.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I checked today. I was checking legitimacy of websites and email addresses. It was. I shouldn't be this cynical going into it, but it's been a rough few months. So,
Yeah.
No, it was an insane interview process. What you were describing to us, I was like, damn,
Yeah, right?
I would have quit already.
Yeah.
I would have quit before I got the job.
That would be crazy though if I'm 3 days in and I just know,
Yeah.
like, this is not the job I want.
It's
No.
weird if you can give a 2 weeks notice for the interview.
I'm actually excited. The guys got a lot more normal after the interviews.
Yeah, that's
now they seem to be chill, and they made some jokes because they said something. They were like, "Yeah, we're going to do bi-monthly paychecks." Now, if you really want to get specific with language, and I know Dave's curling his eyes right now, bi-monthly technically means every other month. And since it's
Yeah.
a startup, I'm like, crap, am I only getting a paycheck every other month now?
Yeah.
They're like, starting now, so you'll get paid in September.
Exactly. And this is what I was concerned about. I'm like, not for anything, guys. I just need the budget if that's the case. They're like, no, Brad, it's every 2 weeks. But it's semi-monthly is technically the term.
Semi-monthly.
That's
Yeah.
like people
It's
say
ambiguous.
bi-weekly.
Yeah.
Same thing.
It's ambiguous. It's ambiguous.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but I kind of made a joke out of it. I'm like, I'm a bit of a planner. Yeah. And they were like, oh, we got you covered.
We can't say bi anymore, right? Wouldn't it be like,
They're like, so are we, if you couldn't tell by the fucking month-long interview process.
We had a special HR team in Romania.
Yeah.
No, they're
the
cool.
epicenter of compassion? I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Actually, he's a
Because
wicked nice
I'm
guy.
cutting
I'm
myself.
causing it, yeah.
I'm cutting myself right now as we speak.
I'm going to let you guys make your jokes, but these are my now current coworkers.
That's how you let the evil spirits out.
HR director has 37 lateral scars on his forearm.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a director.
He sends you all the forms and there's garlic in it.
It's funny how
office, it's the one surrounded by pikes.
Yeah.
I was going to say I get to expense a moat.
Yeah. Make you pour a circle of salt around your PC.
Brad, we want you to be comfortable working at home, so we're sending you a couch and a webcam.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We're not going any further. Because these are very well-trained web guys. If they need to find this, they will.
Yeah.
Let's just say, hey, I'm really happy to be on board, and I'm sorry for my 2 asshole friends.
Yeah.
What's Romanian for asshole?
Yeah.
Vlad. Vlad the Impalers.
Yeah. Oh, they fucking love that guy.
That was it. That was it. So, what are we doing tonight? Let's do something different.
Well, you can hear the fireworks in the background already.
Yeah.
It's been this way since March.
It is, but it's really ramping up now because it's July 2nd.
Yeah. And this is what happens around
This
here.
is what happens around here. Yeah,
Our
around here.
very
it's
first
like-
episode.
I mean, I'm sure in other places people are doing the same thing, but this is
Hold up. This is our 4th of July episode.
it is. Yeah.
Because we're approaching, actually, I think we just passed it 3 years.
Yep.
We just passed 3 years doing the show. So this would be entering our 3rd year, but it's our 4th of July episode.
Wow.
I mean, we've covered this topic. We know I hate it. I'll
Yes.
try not to harp on that too much tonight. But yes, this town for change is not going to get what it craves all year long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't be happier.
Just the self-indulgent attention.
Yeah.
Watching these people go, no, we're not getting our bad parade of paper mache bullshit. And they're mad about it.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
They
yeah.
are fucking
They're
mad.
still-
and
That's
I
all-
am applauding like a seal.
That's all they have. That's the thing.
The funny thing is it's what the town. That's what. I mean, other than the fact that the town has so much history, like most of the Civil War was pretty much started here.
Easy.
Revolutionary.
You know, I mean,
War.
the Revolutionary War.
Yeah, big difference.
Yeah,
And
big,
the wrong
huge
time
difference.
of the
wrong
year
time of
to
year for
make that
yeah.
joke.
No, the Revolution was a lot of it was started here, like it, and Bristol had a big part in that. But the biggest thing, everybody forgets that it's more or less this is the longest running parade in the country. 234 years.
It's the longest running 4th of July parade.
4th of July.
The longest running parade in the country is the Mummers Parade in Philadelphia.
Yeah. But it's 234 years of consistent parades.
Yes.
In Bristol, Rhode Island. And
it's all we got.
But the thing is, so then this year when they canceled all parades, everybody was fucked up because they were like, that kind of puts a damper on that consistent, you know what I mean? Because it happened, it actually would have been longer. It was canceled once in the fucking 1800s, probably because of plague or something.
You can't have the parade in the case of dysentery.
Yeah, but so now it's happening again because of plague. Mm-hmm. No, but so what they're doing is the 4th of July, because there's actually a committee. There's a 4th of July committee, the parade committee.
That is so preposterous.
They are they're still doing it, but it's a drive-by parade. This
is going to be a drive-by.
Before? I don't understand.
Isn't that the whole premise of a parade, to move?
Right.
Yeah.
To drive through.
No, but yeah, I know what you're saying, but they're doing it. Everybody's
going to
be
put like the whole Cranston East band on the back of a Corolla. What's happening?
No, they're not doing. There's no bands. There's nothing like that. They're just doing certain people.
So it's a bunch of Boy Scout floats.
Yeah,
they're going to pipe in
be
shitty
short.
music from a Minnesota marching band.
I think it's only like 40 minutes long, and they're just going to drive people down the road, and you can't attend it. Like you can't.
So you just watch it from your house, maybe.
Pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much what they're doing. But what they're doing is they're keeping the streak.
Tradition.
They're keeping the streak going. Is what they're trying to do. Is keep that consistent.
It's like having Cal Ripken start when you're the home team and then take him out of the game before he bats.
Yeah. Yes. And I think that's what they're doing. So I kind of get that because, I mean, 234 years. That's a long fucking time.
Yeah.
You know, and that is something that the town itself holds proud, rightfully so.
I think it's a long time to keep up a mistake.
Brad just hates everything.
Do you want to be British? I don't quite understand.
You know what? I kind of understand why they were angry with us. If this was the net result of freedom, maybe we didn't need it. Yeah. Watching a bunch of old Korean War vets get heat stroke in the back of a Cadillac is not my idea of independence. I fucking hate the 4th of July here. I don't mind the holiday. I give a shit about it. But the fact that everybody gets their fucking panties in a bunch because there's no parade. We've been told for months if you gather together like they do on this parade, you're going to get sick and get the wheezies. And I think it's just probably a good time to not gather. I think history will forgive us for COVID-19.
Yeah.
But no, because they've got a soldier on, they think this is a heroic move. What's going to happen is such an abortion of an idea that I think people will purposely not go to next year's parade. I don't know if you know anything about Bristol, like recently. It's a town in transition. A lot of new families coming from out of town moving here. Yeah. They don't have that sense of history here. And when they see this thing rolling through town in 40 minutes, and maybe some music piped in, because one of the things I hated is they would bring in bands from all around the country, and these kids are sitting there going, "What the fuck is this?"
Yep.
Wait, Rhode Island is real?
They constantly. I've said it before on the show, but we do it once a year. I'll get to mention it. They're always like, "Wow, we surpassed 200,000 attendees." I just saw my old landlord going to get a Dunkin' Donuts latte on TV. I'm pretty sure there ain't 200,000 people here at the epicenter of the parade.
You're wrong though. It is. You think about it. You're talking about 4.5 miles of people. 4 or 5 deep. 4 or 5 deep on the side of the road, and it used to be bigger. There was more people back then, like you said, because of a lot of the people have moved out of Bristol throughout the years, and these other families have moved in, is less of the tradition. Because I've gotten people, like, I've done work in houses, people that moved here from wherever, and they're like, well, I guess the 4th of July is like a big to-do around here. Like, what's going on? So they don't understand the tradition.
And that's when people here get all northern rednecky. Like, it's our country. That's our thing.
It's funny, though. 364 days a year, they just absolutely denounce everything about our country.
Well, they
hate our governor. They hate the mayor. They hate the leadership in town. They hate our president. And then on one day a year, everything is red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
fucking aggravating. It's hypocritical. Either support your country or don't. Support what this flag stands for. Don't go waving it one day a year because you got sparklers in the other hand.
Yeah.
Either
yeah.
you like it or you
No,
don't.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'll agree
You know
with
what?
that.
It's funny. My dad does that. He hasn't had a flag hanging in front of his house since our current president's been in office.
Fair.
He's like, this is not my country. This
Yeah.
is not what I fought for. This is not what I did. He's like, when he's gone, we'll see how things look, and I'll put the flag back up, maybe.
And I agree with it.
I'm
and
like,
I agree with
can't
him.
argue with him. He's
No,
done his
y-
time in the service.
In the
He's a
service,
policeman.
and, yeah.
I mean, I don't
I
support our
said
president.
policeman like I'm in
Yeah,
elementary
you
school.
did. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Chase.
God damn it.
I mean, I've always supported my country.
Yeah.
But I actually, this is the first time I've ever said I don't support my president, which is a bad statement to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't want to get all political, but he does all the wrong things for the betterment of our country on a global scale.
Yeah.
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 I think that's kind of
That's a
he
good.
puts us in
That's
a
a
bad
good
spot.
That's yeah.
You can't have a mover and shaker mentality with term limits.
Right.
It doesn't really work that way. Now, again, we're not getting political, but I also hate hypocrisy. Don't hate this country 364 days a year and then decide because there's a shitty band playing in Independence Park that suddenly
That you're
you
gonna
love this
you're
country
gonna wear
again.
your fucking American flag tank top.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I tell you, if you're one of those people and you know who you are, go fuck yourself. Sorry, Joe.
Hey, by the way, Joey was
Joe,
on a
one
beach
thing I'll say
celebrating
about Joe-
again, which is surprising.
Joey loves his country 365 days a year.
Yes, he
Joey
does.
B is an American.
Well, let me listen. If I could
He
run a
is.
hotel from a beach, I'd be happy to.
Yeah.
Do you know what he loves more than that? So he loves his khakis 366 days a year.
Yeah. And his red shirt.
Every year's a leap year when you're wearing good khakis.
Yeah. No, but
You know, I feel bad picking on him because he's the nicest kid I've
you'll
ever
never
met.
meet, you'll never meet a more genuinely nice,
Right.
honest person. You won't.
Right. But I've seen more of that kid's feet in pictures than I've ever seen of anybody else's feet.
It's like those girl at the beach pictures where it looks like they're just holding 2 cooked hot dogs in front of them. It's just knees on the
Except it's
sand.
10 sausages.
Yeah.
On a wood cutting board.
On a wood cutting board.
Joe is genuine. Genuinely angry with us. now.
Yeah, exactly.
So Joe is not who I'm targeting. I'm targeting the hypocrites.
No, I know
And
you
the
are.
hypocrites
Yeah.
have been here. Now, I've been in this town 13 years.
Yep.
So I get an opinion now. I do. And frankly, I haven't seen 1 ounce of change or consistency in all of it, except for the fact that the parade always sucks. So I feel your pain, people, and it's fucking awful.
I was never a big fan of the parade anyway, only because I didn't live in town. So I went
get
to the
to
parade
it,
a few
yeah.
years. To get to it, we had to leave like we were professional fishermen. Like the sun's coming up at 4:30 in the morning. We're like, all right, let's go to the parade. I'm like, no.
Yeah. That's when it started. Like, that was the thing, like Brad was saying, about the attendance. Like, back in the day, I think it was probably like 1989, 1990, when they said you can't go out and put your chairs out before 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Because you would go there and it would
be set up the night
It would be
before.
set up the night before.
Yeah.
People would go and pick their spots. People would sleep on the parade route.
Yeah.
But at that time, there was alcohol was allowed on the parade route.
Mm-hmm.
So people would sit down and get fucking hammered on the side of the road. And then the
out.
parade would go by and they'd all be sleeping.
Yeah.
But
America.
but and that's what it was. It was a big party, but it was 10 people deep from the curb to
Oh,
the
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
And it was like that the whole parade route.
That's when it was allowed to be a party.
And that's when it was allowed to be a party. And when they did away with that, the crowd thinned out to an extent. You know what I mean? Because you still get these parties in people's yards along the parade route that
Yeah.
are fucking crazy and fun. But it's spread out. And I enjoyed it. I went till I was 27. I went every year till I was 27 years old.
What have you done with the last 30 years?
Fuck you, man. It's not 30 years. But it's been 20. But no, and what I did is when we moved and we bought our house, I started having the party. I would
Right.
have a party on the 3rd, and then people would end up fucking sleeping at my house, and I would wake up on the day of the parade, and what I would do is I would cook breakfast for everybody, and then by the time I'm like, I'm not going to the fucking parade now. I'm going to just start drinking again and prepare, and then I would invite people back. So after the parade was over, people would show up back at my house. We'd party again. I'd cook a bunch of food. So I started doing that. And what I would do is I would take the TV and put it on the deck. So everybody that was at my house still, sitting there with a cup of coffee, you could watch a parade right on TV. And you could see all your people that you know, your landlord and
I
shit
actually
walking
lived
by.
a block from the parade route, like the end of the parade. I lived
Yeah, you
right
did.
there, and I watched it on TV.
Yeah.
Just to see what the hype is. I could literally mute the TV and hear it.
Yeah.
And I didn't care because parades suck. This parade particularly sucks.
I'm
and
not a parade person. No.
I never went to Macy's in New York either.
Yeah.
Never saw it.
I went to, the only reason why, like I said, I mean, I went for 27 years because I'm originally from Bristol.
Alcoholic.
And
No, at this point,
and
like,
then
you have to go because it's where you live.
it's where I lived. And then not only that, it actually turned into a fun thing because, you know, you would go down and see people that you hadn't seen in years because people would move away, but they would always come back for the 4th of July for some reason. You know, you'd be walking down, and like I said, there's people's houses. It's like, I know the person that lives there. They're having a party. That they live on the parade route. There's a shitload of people that I know there. So you run into all these people you haven't seen in years and stuff, and it was basically like a reunion, you know, and it was a lot of fun. And I enjoyed it. For
One
the time
year,
that
I
did
think
go,
I saw a
but
guy
I'm done.
buying a dime bag on the TV angle, right behind the
Most
weatherman.
likely. Yeah.
I think I saw a little, nickel bag deal.
Yeah. Oh, probably. Most likely.
My favorite moment from the parades was when the Providence mayor, Buddy Sancy, was in it. And he led the parade by riding on a white horse.
On a white horse, yeah.
Oh,
he really?
he went
Yes.
full Swayze in this fucking
Yes.
parade. It was
Yes, he did.
amazing.
Yep.
With his blonde wife that was at least 20 years younger than him, who had a lot of work done, riding next to him. It was fucking amazing.
I remember when they thought it was a good idea to put the Clydesdales right next to the guy with the giant cannon. And the fucking cannon went off, and the Clydesdale freaked out and ran into the fucking crowd and trampled like 4 people.
Oh my god!
And
That's-
fucked some people up.
Yeah, those yeah, Clydesdales. Those are big animals.
That's like getting hit by a fucking
That's like a-
giant truck.
Right, like
Not-
a moose would look at a Clydesdale and be like, "That's a big horse."
yeah, like I ain't fucking with that. Yeah.
Right, like pass.
But they put him, for some reason, they did, because they even addressed it after, like, we fucked up. They put it right next to the guy firing the cannon.
My bad.
So right when the first time the guy fired the cannon, they turned that first corner of the parade. The guy fired the cannon. One of the Clydesdales just fucking, like, bucked and ran to the side. And the other one followed, and they went right into the crowd. And the guy was able to stop him, but it just got to the edge of the crowd, and it stepped on, like I think it was like 5 or 6 people.
Oh my god!
You know,
See, I tell you the real reason I'm glad it's canceled or at least neutered. It's simple. There's nothing to celebrate this year. This is a country that can't agree politically on surgical masks.
yeah.
All right, so what is it we're really celebrating here? Independence? Freedom? No. Those are not novel ideas anymore. And I've got a hard time believing that anybody in this town, yes, even this town where people did grow up and it is a tradition, I have to wonder how much of this attendance and this necessity for this parade is purely obligation.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you really believe in your heart of hearts that everybody believes this country's great right now?
No.
This is one of the worst countries in the world right now. The world is laughing at us, not only because of our leadership, but because of the way we've reacted to it.
Yeah.
We are not a good group of people right now. I don't like us. And that's not a news story, but not a lot of other people do either.
It's insane because like these people arguing like the whole mask thing. Just fucking put one on. If you're going into the store, just put it on. It's not a big deal. For 5 minutes, you can wear the mask for fucking 5 minutes.
And you could be saving a life. Okay, let's not
And-
dismiss
yeah.
this as not. They've done the Petri dish test, and if you don't fucking buy into that, science is not something that you can pick and choose to suit your argument. Either it's true or it isn't.
Yeah.
And somebody sneezed onto a Petri dish or breathed on it through a mask,
yeah.
and then he coughed on it through a mask, and all 3 Petri dishes were empty. I think there was one little particle from
Yeah.
2 inches.
Yeah.
The other ones were just riddled with germs that looked like an elementary school bathroom floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that this shit works. If you might not prevent you from getting it, but it can prevent somebody from giving it to you.
That's the thing is it can prevent and the funny thing is it Singapore, I think? I'm not it's more of a respect thing. People are wearing it out of respect for others. And they've only had 58 deaths.
Yeah, well, we don't have respect for the people
You
in this
know,
country.
they've only had 58 deaths, and parts of Singapore are so congested and jam packed. You know what I mean? And these people, because they're respecting social distancing and wearing the masks. No, I'm not saying you're going to drive in your car with it on.
No,
That's stupid.
God, no.
That's just dumb. If you're jogging down the road and there's nobody near you, you don't have to wear it.
That's discouraged because you're breathing too much CO2 in.
Yeah, but even that, I don't agree with that either.
When you're breathing heavy, I can see how it might affect you.
Well, maybe. But, I mean, but it doesn't really. To walk into fucking Target, just put the fucking thing on for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to be that rebel. I refuse. I'm not a sheep. Get the fuck out of here, a sheep.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. You're not a sheep. It's called fucking common courtesy.
Yeah, what are you, a 13-year-old boy rebelling against your parents?
Yeah. Just
do it.
fucking
My
put it on.
constitutional rights are being infringed.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
But I'm just repeating what the fucking idiots are saying.
But that's what I mean. It's like, but no, they're not. They're not. They're telling you this is the best course of action to, and you know what? To be honest with you, Rhode Island, as much as I'm not a huge fan of our governor, she put in place the law to wear the masks and the social distancing way early, and everybody's bitched about it. We're
one of like 2 or 3 states that are.
We're dead center between some of the biggest outbreaks in the country.
Yeah.
In the beginning of this, and we've still remained at a fucking reasonable, safe level.
We have the same infection rate as Montana.
Yeah, which is Montana's got 7
It's
people
the same
in it.
population.
Yeah.
with the difference of 300 million square miles.
Yeah.
That's several mountains that can social distance for you.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
you can try to breathe over a mountain, but I'm pretty sure it ain't getting there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think Rhode Island has been a model state, especially for a well-populated state. And we have to give her credit where credit is due.
Yeah, and I do.
We'll go back to making fun of the fucking Wicked Witch jokes later, but she's done well, and we should acknowledge it. But the fact that there are people in this state that are still saying she's a twat, and she's this, and she's that, because they don't agree with her politically, go fuck yourself. And
she's done a good job.
It doesn't mean
I hope
she's
they
wrong
cough.
here.
Yeah.
I hope they cough and die. I really do. I'm like just like the idiots in Florida. They're all piling on each other in the bars. We talked about it last week. We're not going to reiterate it, but if you get sick from this and you end up dying, I don't feel bad for you.
At this point, right?
Darwin. It's Darwin.
If you're getting sick because you went to some fucking crazy party somewhere or fucking was in this massive crowd just because you thought, fuck it, it's not real, because that's the other thing.
It's
then
more
fuck
so,
you.
Yeah, it's
Then
more
fuck
so
you.
like I'm not going to get sick. It won't be me.
Yeah.
My friend in New York, who I've mentioned on here without naming him several times, RC. But this guy, he comes out and he's like, I'm not ready to accept this as the new normal. The virus will always be here, and I'm not going to put on a mask. I am not responsible for your health. I am responsible for my health. That's always been his attitude. And this is a staunch Democrat.
Yeah.
And I continue to tell him on a daily basis, you sound like a bigger Trumper every day.
Yeah.
And that drives him batshit. He's like, no, I'm just not willing to be told. And eventually he realizes he is. And then I remind him that eventually when things open up in New York, I have 3 memorial services I may attend for former coworkers, all under the age of 50.
Yeah.
So if you still want to tell me it's a hoax and this is just political maneuvering, go fuck yourself.
And don't get me wrong. Have they used it for political advantage? Absolutely.
Just like they have everything else.
Just like everything else gets politicized. But it's real. It's here. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I mean, and I do understand the whole herd immunity thing. You can't, if it's going to be around for a long time, then you can't hide from it, because then you're leaving yourself open to other sicknesses that are going to grow from it.
No different than
and do you know what else travels in herds? Sheep.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, exactly.
And viruses.
But I mean, yep. But I mean, there's just things. It's just, but it gets so pumped up by these people, like my fucking rights. You're trampling on my rights. It's like, no, we're asking you to wear a mask when you go into fucking Walmart.
Right.
Or when you walk into the fucking grocery store.
Can I
That's
make a
all.
statement?
That's all.
And it's going to get Craig crazy. Anti-maskers are the new flat earthers.
Well, I did get to use that line yesterday.
See?
I was excited because I actually did say, if it was raining brains, you'd get hit in the head with the dick.
Nice.
To a guy that was fucking complaining about the mask thing yesterday, and I got a lot of likes on it.
I'm just hoping anti-vaxxers are continuing to stay staunch because
Yeah.
they'll be gone soon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm banking on that one. And sorry for your kids, but fuck them.
And the thing is of course, have there been horrible fucking reactions to vaccines? Of course. It's a medication. They're called side effects, and it happens with everything. I personally know someone who got a flu shot and is paralyzed from the waist down.
No shit.
Yes.
Is that your excuse with Fran?
A friend of mine's wife. Yeah, yeah. No, a friend of mine's wife had gotten a flu shot, and now she's paralyzed from the waist down. But how many people get a flu shot
Wait,
every year?
but she didn't get the flu, did she?
No, she
Yeah,
didn't.
see?
No,
It
she
worked.
didn't. No,
It
No.
worked.
I once
Nope.
saw a commercial for like controlling IBS, which is basically like predictable diarrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And one of the side effects of the drug was,
relatable.
but one of the side effects of the drug was diarrhea. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Like, wait a minute.
but but of course, there's going to be an adverse effect to your body being injected with something occasionally. You know, random. How many? You know, so many out of so many. Something bad
There
could
will
happen.
be people that don't react well,
Yeah.
but there will be fewer of those people than fewer
people
of the
that-
other people that will
yes,
react worsely. Worsely?
worsely.
Sure.
Yeah. Because
I got the approval from Craig, which means it's wrong.
yeah, worsely. No,
Worsley. Wasn't he one of the Addams family?
I think it's just worse.
I said worsely.
You did. You did.
While I'm wearing at least 3 different pieces
And
of my
the-
college clothing.
Yeah. And the best part is you looked at me for clarification.
I knew well, no, it was either you for clarification or Brad for derision.
Yeah.
I went with the happier of the two.
Yeah, the one that was going to go, yeah, that was good. I knew what you meant.
Right, I got the big thumbs up from Craig, like I just did something great, and I look across at Brad like I just like swore in church, and he's a nun.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go downstairs for a minute and go polish my degree. It's good, but you got that T-shirt there, homeboy. No, you don't get to make those anti-college jokes now, Worsley boy. You got nothing. You got nothing. You shouldn't even. Oh my God, what's that Scorpion song? The Winds of Change.
Yeah. I like it.
Oh, and the best part is he thinks this is over tonight.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
No,
why
that's-
I'm
yeah.
swearing. I know it's
Yeah.
not.
This is like a tattoo on your forehead. You're not going to forget this anytime
It's
soon.
going to be the worstly tattoo you got. It's way more worstly than the others.
And they're going to use those tattoo needless.
Yeah.
All right.
The worst part is I'll be back next week.
If you can find your way here.
That's right. Oh,
But anyway, I think we need to move on to the real topics. of the
we're
evening.
talking about
I mean,
a lot of reality and
Yeah,
4th of
yeah.
July and all this bullshit, but what's more fun than trying to escape from all the bullshit in reality and go into some place that's not so real?
And we all got a long
Yeah.
weekend.
We do.
Yep. And now that I'm part of the gainfully employed, I got a long weekend.
Yeah. Unemployed since
He's had a
February.
long weekend since fucking February.
You've had a long 2 seasons.
Yeah.
By the way, 2 months over here for a guy who had the opportunity to work, he can eat a dick too.
Yeah.
I know he had a boss that was more than happy to throw money his way to go to work.
That's right.
But he chose not to because that movie was just too tempting. So again, in my best patriotic voice, go fuck yourself. But one thing we did back at Christmas, this past Christmas episode was probably the favorite one we've done so far. And that was when we really kind of dove into the movies and whether or not they were Christmas movies, whether or not they captured the spirit. And we kind of got to talking this week and we thought about summer movies.
Yeah.
And big blockbuster movies and which ones kind of embrace not only the 4th of July, but the spirit of independence.
Yeah.
And so we kind of started throwing some ideas down. And at first I was like, I don't know if this has legs. And then you think back to so many summer movies.
Yeah.
It's all really about whether or not it's a 4th of July movie, maybe, maybe not. But what we're noticing is a lot of them have that same theme of overcoming the opposition.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, one versus many. And we rose above. And I thought, let's address this. We kind of had a heavy week last week.
Yeah.
We had some heavy discussion.
Yeah.
Matt came in and made like all sorts of racist shit seem funny. and we thank him for that. But let's get light this week. It's a short week. We're doing it early, so let's get into some movies that we think capture at first the spirit of the 4th of fucking July.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we lead off with one of Craig's favorites.
Yes.
And I think we all would agree as to why it's a great movie, but I'll let Craig bring us in.
This is my top 5 movies of all time, and it does evolve, like it revolves around the 4th of July to an extent, and that's Jaws.
So it's not about the 4th of July, but the 4th of July is a driving force with a lot of the characters.
It's a character in the movie, Dave.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That's right.
But it's the best part is I think right now it's so true.
There's a lot of parallels.
There's a lot of parallels right now, and it's fucking one of the greatest movies ever made.
Why?
It's just so good. It's just done so well. The script is awesome. Obviously, the direction is awesome with Steven Spielberg. If you want to talk about the movie itself, the fact that you don't see the shark for the longest time creates so much suspense. You know,
that was done by accident,
and that was done by
budget.
That was done by failure.
It was necessity because the damn thing didn't work.
The thing didn't work exactly, and you had just the acting was good. You have probably one of the best monologues ever done in a movie. The fucking.
Are you talking about Quint talking about being on the Indianapolis?
Being on the Indianapolis?
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best monologues ever done in a movie ever.
And he had 2 in that movie, because when he is sitting in that board meeting and he puts himself, he volunteers to do it for the price that he requests, and he's sitting there scratching his nails on the chalkboard.
Yep.
That was almost as good a monologue.
Yeah.
Okay, Robert Shaw was a great fucking actor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A tremendous pain in the ass to work with, from what I can gather.
Well, he got the fact that before he did the Indianapolis speech, he asked Steven Spielberg if he could have a couple of drinks because they're supposed to be drunk,
Right.
And looking like a character, not a character actor. What is it? Method actor. He asked him if he could have a few drinks. So Steven Spielberg said yes. Now he was also a notorious drunk, so he got fucking hammered to the point where they had to help him on the boat.
Perfect.
They had to carry him onto help him onto the boat, and then he sat down and did it in one take.
Because
muscles.
he did it at the bar every night.
Yeah.
It's like, the bartender's like, oh, fuck, the doll's eyes.
Are you shooting that scene tomorrow? Please say yes.
But he did it in one take, which is amazing, and that's one of the greatest monologues ever. But the whole 4th of July parallel to this thing was the mayor, which is, that's like...
Well, it makes sense. Like, they shut down the beaches because of this impending
there's a
danger,
shark.
and
Yeah.
he's pushing to reopen it because there's financial implications.
Yeah, and I had written something down when we did it because I was last night. I said it still stands true right now. Said the government knows there's a giant shark in the water, but they still want the money. So fuck that little kidner kid.
We can lose a few kintners.
Yeah.
As long as the dollars keep flowing.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
It's funny that I use sharks in the water to argue with that kid I keep calling out. That kid, by the way, is our age.
Yeah.
But I said to him flat out, I said, if you were told that there was an unusual amount of sharks in the water, now the sharks are always going to be in the water. There's always going to be a
They're
virus.
always there.
But there's an unusually large amount close to shore.
At the beach.
Yeah, at the beach. Are you dipping your toes in?
Yeah.
Like they're coming closer and closer to shore, and you stand a very good chance of getting a severe bite, if not a fatal one. Would you go in the water? No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Why is that any different than
Would
this
you
virus?
fuck- would you-
That's what I did.
Would you go and bang a prostitute in an alley without a condom?
That's just one question, right?
No, but I'm saying, no, you wouldn't. So why, at this point, would you walk into it? Just
Why would you put yourself in a situation?
Why would you put yourself
where
in a
could
situation
catch
where you could catch it? Exactly.
And you're talking to Dave, by the way, who peed on a midget.
Yes, this is true.
I paid for that.
So did the guy in the alley.
That's fair. That's right.
But my thing is,
But I paid first.
Yeah,
I paid ahead of time.
You paid ahead of time. Yeah.
I Venmoed.
That's
But I mean, it's just the whole thing seems ridiculous to me. But I mean, we're not getting into that. But Jaws, it stands true because of that. And I think, and that was the whole thing, and that was their big holiday season was the 4th of July, and that's Martha's Vineyard. Technically, is what it was, you know.
And if you look at any island or beach town up north, that's true.
Yeah,
Their season quote is Memorial Day to Labor Day.
to Labor Day. Yeah.
That's it. That's
it.
their big season.
And that's when these people make their money. And if they don't, they Jones.
Right, if you think
That's
about
like
it,
their crops going bad.
they have 3 months to make money to carry them through the next 9.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that,
And Bristol's feeling it right now.
Yeah.
And they will.
Get it. But I mean, it's really a microcosm for the world right now. Jaws really, and I actually kind of made some parallels with some of the actors. Robert Shaw played Quint. That's our governor. She's the one who said, look, this is the right way to take care of the shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no matter what other shark catchers are doing, we're going to follow my lead. And he explained it convincingly, and everybody followed suit. And guess what? Yeah, he may have ended up inside of it, but he caught the shark.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Roy Scheider is Andrew Cuomo from New York. Roy Scheider was the one that freaked out and was completely reactionary, and yet at the end of in the middle of the movie, he lost the confidence of everybody that supported him initially.
Yeah.
This guy started out as America's governor, and quickly everybody hates him now.
Yep.
They despise him in New York and most surrounding states.
Yeah. There was like, oh, where's Chris Christie when you need him?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The mayor is Trump. Duh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Swimmers are Floridians.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let them swim.
Okay, when they said get everybody in the water, don't worry, there's no shark. We caught a shark. Don't get in the water. Get in the water. And only Floridians are like, well, they lifted the restrictions. Let's all go to the bars.
Yep.
Yep.
So the swimmers are Floridians because I tell you right now, I don't care how many fucking political people are standing behind me in their stupid little anchored jackets.
Yep.
I'm not getting in the fucking water.
They're called seersuckers,
I
right?
actually have a good parallel. Is all those guys piling into that one small boat to go catch the shark
Yeah.
are the people not wearing masks.
Amen. That's like a one bite proposition for that.
Right,
shark.
when Hooper looks, he goes, "They're all gonna die."
It's funny that you mentioned Hooper. I think he's Dr. Fauci.
Yep. Yeah.
Because he has all the scientific answers and nobody fucking listens to him. That son of a bitch even knew how they swam
He's
when
at
they
the
were
bottom of the ocean going, I told you, and no one can hear
Yep.
him.
He's sitting there in a cage, what's left of a cage, under the water, just like with his arms behind his head going, boop, 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 boop,
Yep.
boop.
Ain't no virus down here.
That's it. And then he watched an explosion and said, okay, I'll surface. And then they swam to shore together, and it was a great buddy movie in the making.
Yep.
I think it's a trip and a half that Jaws is not being used as a cautionary tale by the world.
Yeah.
And if you're dumb enough to not get this whole segment, fuck off. You know,
But-
just fuck off.
Meanwhile, Spielberg's like, wait, Jaws is my great analogy.
Yeah.
What about Amistad?
Yeah.
It's like, no,
No.
we're going with the fish.
We're going with the fish. Yeah. Yeah. But it's, I mean, if you ask me, he's done so many like poignant films and
Yeah.
so many things. But this, to me, Jaws is still his standout. Like,
That was his first big movie, right?
Big-
Like he had directed a movie or two before
Yeah,
this,
he had
but this
done-
was
yeah.
his big one.
So
That
let me
was
ask,
the one
is
that-
July 4th central to this movie?
I think it's
Well, I think-
it's a central. I like how you describe it. It's a central character because it drives a lot of the decisions that are made by other characters.
yeah.
It's not about the 4th of July or Independence, but that drives the plot points.
The whole preparation in the beginning is the 4th of July is coming.
This is our big weekend.
This is our big weekend. We're going to open the beaches. And the week before 4th of July, they open the beaches. The little kid gets fucking eaten. And, and then he's pressured. It's almost like, just like what's going on now. There was denial that the shark was there.
Mm-hmm.
The shark was there. They send out people to go kill it. They think they got the shark. It's not the real shark. Then the shark shows up on the beach, kills the kid, and then it scares the Brodies because it kills that guy in the sailboat in the cove,
Right next
in
to
the
this-
pond,
right next to the sun.
in front of everybody.
Yep.
And then he makes the mayor sign the fucking thing to hire Quinn. in the hospital. And Quint's all scared, and he's signing it with his head off the side. And that's Trump going, masks are good, like he did yesterday. Masks are good. You should probably wear them because everything started opening up back again.
And everything got all fucked up.
And everything got all fucked up.
Can I tell you why I think this is the most American movie ever made? Because they were talking about independence with a sense of arrogance. And I think that's what got a lot of people killed in this movie was arrogant.
Yep.
You know, we got a shark. Big-ass ocean out there.
Yeah.
Pretty sure there's more than one.
There's more than one.
And if you got a scientist telling you there's a bite radius...
This ain't it.
This ain't it.
Yeah.
The bite we're talking about is 3 times the size. Yeah, I'm not sending people in the water just to make a buck on T-shirts and fucking novelty flip-flops.
And right in the beginning, when the coroner's like, "Oh, boating accident on the first girl that's killed," and Hooper's like, "This was no boating accident,"
and they just ignore the scientist with 18 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay, and none of them were as bad as yours, but.
So much worse.
They find Ray Gardner's head floating in the bottom of a boat.
Yeah, right. And what
with a
could be
tooth
more-
the size of a shot glass.
But what's more
They're like,
American?
where's that tooth? I dropped it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there's no tooth.
But what's more American than somebody saying no, that's not a problem because I don't want it to be? That's exactly what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
And so
I was going to say that coupled with being saved by an immigrant.
Yeah.
We all know the Irish built this country.
Yeah. That's Smile, you son of a bitch.
awesome. All right, so Jaws, we can all agree, is obviously a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Okay, now here,
Sure.
but when we use the term no-brainer,
Different context, perhaps.
there's another movie that kind of fits the bill, and that is National Treasure, starring American treasure Nicolas Cage.
American treasure.
He really is an American treasure.
No, he's not.
I don't care if he pays his taxes. When you're that talented, you don't have to.
Talented.
Nicolas Cage is God. I love him, and it's not just because his high school
Isn't
picture
the
looks like
worst.
mine.
He looks less like Nicolas Cage than his wax museum figure.
Oh, I saw him at Foxwoods.
No, you did not.
Oh yeah, I did. I saw him at Foxwoods.
Was he dealing cards?
No, he should have been because he probably owes them a shitload of money.
Or sweeping them off.
How many chips, sir?
But I saw him and he didn't look. I didn't know it was him until the dealer. I was playing blackjack with Rob, and the high stakes room was right there.
You were at the nickel table.
And we were at the nickel. We were at the low like $5 bet table.
He came over with
And-
a 10. He thought he was king shit.
Yeah, no, he was in the high stakes room, but he was
roll of
there
quarters.
and he was walking in. But when he
Just
you hear that?
opens the wrapper on the table. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, you hear that clinging? That's the sound of Cage coming.
But when he was walking in, he was surrounded by security from Foxwoods. Like not surrounded, but there was guys
They were
walking
with him.
like almost like dressed like pit boss guys walking with him
Yeah.
to the high stakes room. So when he walked in, I was kind of like, oh, it's even that. I was like, me and Rob were like, what's that all about? And the dealer was like, oh, he's like, that's Nicolas Cage. And I was
Yeah,
like,
but who's
really?
that lady
And I
with all
looked
the
at him,
guards?
and he looks so different in real life. Like a lot of actors do. Like when you see an actor, he looked so different in real life. And it was probably because of stress and fucking shit. He was probably just lost tons of money and was trying to get it back.
They were walking him out.
Yeah. But it was
I'm
so
trying to
funny.
maintain a straight face for my boy.
Yeah.
But that was fun.
But he was it was just fucking weird to see him like that. And I've never liked he's been in some decent movies.
Yeah.
That are fun.
Con Air was fucking amazing.
I was going to say, he's been in some memorable movies.
No. His best movie ever. Bottom
Say
line
Raising Arizona, I'm
is
gonna hit you.
Raising Arizona.
Okay, get out of my fucking house.
That's his best movie ever. Because other than that and fucking Fast Times at Ridgemont High, because he's only in it for about 4 seconds.
Oh, my God. Con Air was a great movie.
Thank you.
Really?
I like
Say-
The Rock, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've re-earned your college degree. Congratulations. Go Clemson.
Yay!
The Rock was worsley than fucking Con Air.
See, now, all of his great movies we're talking about were in, like, the 90s where they built off of that, like, that speed movie template
Yes. Yeah.
is what they did.
Except for the ones we're about to talk about.
Right.
Yep.
And you introduced National Treasure.
I think National Treasure is a turn your brain off movie. Not in like the Craig movie kind of way. I'm talking about like a high budget movie with production value and some chops. There, if you can actually suspend disbelief and just take it for what it is, an absolute like a caper movie.
Yeah.
But he managed to steal the Declaration of Independence because he knew
it was going to get stolen.
It was going to get stolen. And now, if you actually watch the movie, though, you find out that the subtext behind the whole thing is that nobody actually understands why this document's important anymore.
Right.
And so he kind of does his little history lesson throughout the movie explaining why it is.
Yeah.
And so to me, that alone puts it in the pantheon of the admittedly limited pantheon of July 4th movies.
No, I'll agree with because it's the independence, it's the Declaration. It's what the holiday is founded on. I enjoyed the National Treasure movies. The first two.
Do you know why? Nicolas fucking Cage.
Yeah. I mean, no, they were good.
They're fun to watch. They're like, I think Brad uses the term, it's like brainless, but you can watch them and just if you kind of just watch them for what they are.
Yeah.
They're fun.
I mean, I'm looking for subtext in them because this is what I do. And I do think that they were trying to talk about the fact that everybody was fighting for independence to hold it and to have it. Everybody wanted independence. I mean, it's a Disney movie. There's only so much depth we're going to have here.
Basically, it's almost like Indiana Jones, but for kids.
But like a modern day Indiana Jones.
It's a different take on that kind of
historical. Not so much caper because it is a caper movie, but it's an adventure.
Yeah,
they're exploring, they're finding these clues.
Right.
But did you also notice how easily it will easily listen to me? I'm turning into Worsley. Yeah.
Woo.
How easily he got the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
So what's the subtext there? It's real easy to steal independence because nobody's guarding it. And nobody's defending independence.
I like that.
See that? And I do think that because they made those security guards look like dummies. They swapped out the mock one you can buy in the gift shop.
Yeah.
And it was convincing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing was so dumb. That thing's under so many layers of steel and reinforced locks. But the fact that he pulled it off, and they pulled it off in an Ocean's 11 kind of way.
Yeah.
It was convincing and yet still amusing. There's nothing wrong with that movie.
No.
And Nicolas Cage sells it because he's so aloof. And yet he got passionate about this. I love every minute.
No, his performance was great. It was just like his performance in Gone in 60 Seconds. And it was just like his performance in the other movie that he was in. And then that other movie was in. And then that other movie was in. It's the same fucking... Every character in all his movies should be named Nicolas Cage. Because
I will say this because we haven't mentioned him in a minute. You just described 4 more movies that were made by Alan Baugh.
Nah, but that's someone who's trying. That's not someone.
That's 3 more than he's actually made.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not
Craig
someone,
mentioned it's like he plays the same role in every movie, and
that's not someone who's made the pinnacle of their career.
Wow. No, but Cage, Nicolas Cage.
Such a stupid fuck. Sorry, we're going to take a break to acknowledge what a stupid fuck you are.
I didn't think Worsley was going to get topped tonight.
No
I'm
way.
so glad.
No way. You can say what you just said about Nicolas Cage about every big actor in Hollywood. I know that Chris Pratt plays Chris Pratt.
I said it. We've said it before. Robert De Niro.
He plays
the same fucking guy in every fucking thing he's in.
The best thing he did was get shot in the face in the Joker.
Yeah, yeah.
That was excellent.
I wish that was method acting.
Yeah, right? But like Nicolas Cage now is at a point in his career where a lot of those actors that were big at one point start making these movies that they don't want to make.
Yeah.
They're doing it because this is their job at some point.
Yeah.
They're also being cast in these roles because they sound like themselves. Like George Clooney's always getting roles where he plays either a suave businessman or a suave shyster, which he plays that role.
He plays that role correct. Yeah,
and Nicolas Cage plays like this weird, scrappy. He's aloof. He's a bit dismissive.
He's unpredictable,
but he can be unpredictable. And just when you think he's tapped out, he surprises you.
Yeah.
This has been his whole life. We're kind of hoping he does it with his taxes because we're all paying for them right now.
Yeah,
but ultimately. Every big actor in Hollywood is famous for doing certain things well, so you can't really blame them for playing themselves in these movies.
No, and there's other. I got more. I was worried more than anything when they were going to cast him as Superman. Which, to be honest with you, the rate DC is going, they should have just cast him as
Might as
Superman.
well, right?
It might have been more exciting.
He may be a good Bizarro Superman.
Yeah. That would
throw
actually
some Hulk paint and a cape on him.
He
He's
made
good.
that cartoon Spider-Man movie and he stole the show.
Yeah.
He was in there. He played the 1940s Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right. In the Spider-Verse.
The Spider-Verse, into the and I'm not a huge cartoon guy, but this movie was fantastic.
That's
yeah.
really good.
And Nicolas Cage was hilarious through the whole
Yep.
thing, laughing at himself.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm good with that. So you know what? If you want to knock Nicolas Cage, fine, but he's reached that point in his career where he's self-aware, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So you're
No, he's made some good movies. I joke. I just never really liked him for the fact because it was always that that calm to like that. Oh, I'm talking like this, and now I'm gonna go like this.
Yeah.
And it drove me nuts because it was in every single.
It's almost like
It was-
you never really believed he was the character he was playing.
It became predictable, is what it was. You could see it coming.
If you had swapped out audio and just said that was Al Pacino and did the exact same thing, that was it.
Exactly. But then I said it about Al Pacino. I said it a couple of weeks ago. But the funny thing was that because then I mentioned the new television show that Al Pacino was in, which Hunters, which he's playing a completely different part from anything that I've really seen him play, and he's doing it well.
Yep.
So it's actually pretty cool. But
All right, so National Treasure, because I'm going to vote yes, because it does center around independence, and there is a little bit, if you dig deep enough and overthink, like I do, you're going to find some subtext in there about the guarding of independence and the accessibility of independence.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think it was definitely not as overt as some of the subtext in Jaws.
Oh,
it was,
agreed.
It wasn't as much in your face. You have to look for it there.
Yeah.
So that was one of those things. Now, another big summer blockbuster centered around independence has the name right in the title. That's Independence Day.
yep,
Not the newer one, which basically just redid the plot with a
it
bigger
was
villain.
so stupid.
But the original one, that was
Which was also so stupid.
It was a stupid
But
movie.
it was a good in your face blockbuster. Like we're just gonna blow shit up
right.
and have fun,
Yeah.
type thing.
like,
Which
hey,
those you have to enjoy.
And that one, it forces you. There was like this American sense of pride in the movie, but at the same time, the whole world comes together to fight a common foe.
Which was cool.
And it was back when people thought Will Smith was still cool.
Yeah, and even that they made 4th of July became the Independence Day for the entire world.
For the world, yeah.
And that was I mean, a little arrogant, but cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But cool in a sense where it was, it was just one of those things.
At first, a lot of people were skeptical because they didn't know how they'd feel about Lone Star leading the United States.
Man, it'd be great if he landed on the ship. It was like, I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. Yeah.
President pulls up in a Winnebago. Yeah, I'd be good with that.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the holiday. It was about the whole struggle to become free or get free or,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was the oppression of the whole planet.
Yeah.
And then
But then we
rising
tried to
back up.
assimilate them to American values.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the world's Independence Day. Nobody else celebrates Independence Day with the exception of like 8 countries.
They will now. We all beat the aliens
That's
together.
right, because we take rednecks and fly them north into spaceships and blow
Yeah.
It
them
was
up.
very inclusive,
It was.
You had like a black pilot, the Jewish scientist, the redneck, all saved the day at the same time.
Yep. Yep.
There
Exactly.
were so many things wrong with this movie except for Bill Pullman.
That's what I said. Lone Star leads the
No,
fight.
I stepped away from him. Bill Pullman is a god. Everything he does is right.
Yeah.
But everything in this movie is wrong.
Name 2 other things he's done besides this and Spaceballs.
No.
No, but it's a fun
Independence
movie.
Day 2.
It's a fun movie.
Was he in it? Well, he was in the second
Yeah,
one?
he was in the second one.
I
yeah.
didn't see
They
it.
all were except for Will Smith.
Yeah.
Was the only one because apparently he's dead.
Yeah, they killed
They
him off.
killed him
Sure.
off. Yeah, because they weren't going to pay him that much money to come back because he thinks he's.
But it was his kid in it, right? It
Yeah.
was supposed to be the
No,
lead.
it wasn't.
Yeah,
it,
it was
it was
supposed to be his
yeah,
son.
but- yeah,
Not his kid, but
Yeah,
his
it was-
character's
yeah.
kid, yeah. But alien ships are Mac compatible, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
We just ran. Wait, hold on. Let me grab my Ethernet cable. We upload this virus right on up there.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it a cold.
Who was the guy that was the general that has that voice? That you just upload the virus. You got 30 seconds and you're out.
He's that guy.
Who the hell determined that you needed 30 seconds? That's it.
That's it.
After that, the alien ship's going to realize that you're running a Mac and they're Windows centric.
Yeah.
And apparently these aliens are on the same timetables that we are.
Yeah.
It all works the same.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Also, New York City is in flames. They've just been blown up. Now, you can't get around Midtown Manhattan on a good day in an hour. When you blow up the city, they tend to bind traffic just a little bit more, get into the tunnels.
Yeah.
But Jeff Goldblum and Judd Hirsch found an empty road that got them to D.C. in 2 hours.
Yep.
Robert Loggia.
Yeah.
That was his name. Sorry.
Robert Loggia
was the
He was the general.
The general.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I like him.
Oh, he's better
good.
than that guy.
He's
But he is, but
he's a memorable that guy.
he's a memorable. He's had bigger roles, but he's a that guy. I would still classify him as a that guy.
He was a drug lord in Scarface.
That
Yeah.
kind of graduates him out of that guy status. But
Well,
Anyway.
does it though?
well, that's an episode that we're going to do with Cycle.
Yeah.
The Kaz is just dead set
Yeah.
on doing this with us. So
Which is great because he's that guy in a band.
Yeah. Speaking of that, guys. Yeah.
wow.
Sorry, it could,
Holy
it was there.
That's it. I think that's how we introduce that segment.
Some good things coming out of it. Harry Connick Jr. died in the movie.
I forgot he was in that. That's
Yeah,
right.
me too.
And, so fuck Harry Connick Jr. and his retro jazz diarrhea.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's dead, and I'm glad he motivated Will Smith to eventually die after the movie.
Yeah.
Harry Connick Jr. had one fan. It's Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
That's enough is enough. One per generation. That's what we're allowed.
Also,
I actually like Harry Connick Jr.
there you
He's a
go.
good guy.
You're just making my case.
He's a good guy.
contrarian bullshit.
No, I like him. He's a good guy.
Okay, well,
I
what
think
about
he's
this
funny.
one? Vivica A. Fox could kill my boner in record time. She looks like a panther.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's racist or accurate.
No,
Right.
no, she's got the lines. If you look at her eyes, they're angled in such a way. She looks like a predatory cat.
Yeah,
She's had a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
surgery since this movie too.
Well, I mean, she hasn't aged well, but at the time she was being portrayed as like this just sexy.
Her
she was a
eyes-
stripper.
her eyes
she was a
stretched to her
stripper in a
temples.
movie.
Yeah, like now she looks like someone trying to push their foot through a hefty bag. It's all stretched out, but there's not quite a hole yet.
Yeah,
It's almost there.
Like when somebody gets
not-
pressed up against a windshield.
Yeah.
It's starting to change color. Like you know your foot's gonna break through any second.
Yeah.
No, I'm not feeling Vivica Fox. I mean, seriously, that was the best part of the movie.
Every time she bends over, her head tilts up.
Fucking Pez dispenser.
If she drops something, she's fucked. She can't look down.
And then I wish Will Smith's career ended when he said, "Welcome to Earth."
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Right.
Awful.
Oh God.
Terrible
It's
fucking movie.
So,
But does it represent the 4th of July?
But there were more people, I would argue, can quote more lines from that movie or scenes than National Treasure.
yeah, I'll say that.
doesn't make it
Yeah.
better.
I didn't say better. I just said it's more memorable.
but
It's more
more memorable.
popular. It doesn't make it better. But you know what? Just based on name and timing alone, it's fine. I hated the scene where the alien put the scientist up to the glass and talked
Yeah.
through
Oh,
him.
who Data?
Data. Yeah.
Data from Star.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What do you
Yeah.
want? Die."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could say that to every actor.
He's in
that
the
movie.
he's in the second one.
Oh, get out of here!
Yeah, he's in the
survived
second
that?
one.
Second one too?
Yeah, he's in the
So the
second one. It's
alien let
actually
him
pretty
live?
funny.
The alien
He
let him
actually-
live?
He was actually in a coma, but he comes out of the coma when the
Oh, that's
ship
right.
the,
That's
the
right. When it
ships
comes
arrive.
back.
When it comes back, he comes out of the coma.
What
But,
do they want when they come back?
To
They
finish
didn't
the
work.
job.
Same
They were
thing, yeah.
basically mining.
Yeah,
It turns out they had one ship that was in like Africa or somewhere. They were mining for resources. So they came back with a bigger ship to continue the mining.
yeah.
But that was it. This whole thing was about natural resources.
And it was going to get to the core, and they
Yeah,
were afraid
they
when
needed
if it
more
hit
gas.
they needed fuel. Yeah, to get to a better planet.
So essentially, it
They're
turns
like,
out
there's a planet way over there that doesn't have assholes on it.
Right.
We're trying to get there, but we're only going to make it if we stop and just wipe these fucking stupid people
So,
out.
so Earth is like a Stuckey's on the way.
yeah.
they started referring to the aliens as OPEC.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I am not watching this movie.
Too much?
Yeah. Actually, I liked the second one because of the fact that they took the technology, like, so the Earth has been rebuilding for years, so they have the technology that they've stole from the alien, not stole, but they've
repurposed
developed
it for us.
They've
Yeah.
repurposed it, so there's a moon base. They have a base on the moon.
Yeah.
With, like as a defensive thing, because they know they're going to come back. They keep saying they're going to come back. So that aspect
See,
of it was cool, but the rest of it was kind of
This just reeks of Danny Trejo.
it was the same exact the same exact bad acting, same exact, like, not bad acting, but just cheesy.
Yeah, it was the same exact plot with
Yeah.
the same.
Did they
actors.
re-kill
Yes.
Harry Connick? They like dig him up just to like throw him in a plane and crash him again.
Crash him again.
Fuck that movie. I remember I had a roommate, and he was like, "Dude, you gotta look at this trailer. Look at this trailer." And I watched. I'm like, "Okay, so they blew up a model of the Empire State Building. And
Yeah.
They blew up a model and
Of the what? Yeah.
So all you've shown is an alien shooting a laser straight down. This is it. And that
Yeah.
was the summer of disaster movies. Twister came out that year
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're
Same year?
remaking Twister.
without Paxton.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
That's the other bill. The Pullman-Paxton
No,
equation.
and I agree. They shouldn't remake it.
Yeah.
It's just
Actually,
leave it alone.
I actually watched a little bit of it today because it's a featured film on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I watched. I forgot how bad it was.
It's ridiculous.
It's so bad. I mean, the
with-
tensile strength of a leather belt is better than an 18-wheeler. If you can rip an 18-wheeler off the ground, but you can't split a fucking inch-and-a-half leather belt with two people attached to it.
right.
Sorry, you lost me there. You're whipping cows around like fucking rag dolls.
You were on board until the final scene. Of the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, exactly.
That's when you checked out. Like,
No,
this is
when he
ridiculous.
when he smelled the dirt and was like, "It's coming," I was like, "No, no, it's not."
I just looked at Helen Hunt's wet tits in that movie today, and I was like, sad about you.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a fucking awful movie. Terrible. It had Philip Seymour Hoffman. So Paxton and Philip Seymour Hoffman are dead.
Yep.
And then Cameron.
Carrie Elwes was in it too.
Well, until he
was
blew
the
away.
rival meteorologist.
But
Yeah.
he didn't have instinct.
that's right.
That's right.
Ridiculous.
That's what it was. Yeah, he was a fool.
Yes.
He didn't have the experience like Bill Paxton's and his dad.
Right.
They could just smell the dirt.
Feel it
and
in
know-
their balls.
They-
somehow.
yeah,
Jamie
yeah.
Gertz was in it playing an idiot who was a psychiatrist. Mm-hmm. And then
With
It
got
was so
cows.
stupid.
and then Cameron from Ferris Bueller was in it, doing nothing at all.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
I forgot he
Yep.
was in it. So he held the camera on his shoulder for.
But that
3
was
scenes.
that summer, and that summer was when everything started blowing up. The next year was Armageddon and Godzilla.
Yep.
And it was just one thing after another. And so everybody Bruckheimered the shit out of every
The
movie
worst
they made.
Godzilla movie ever
Oh,
made.
it was awful.
I actually enjoyed it.
The worst one ever made.
Taken on its own.
And I like Matthew Broderick a lot. I do. I like Matthew Broderick. I think he's great. And even the Netflix show that he had, he was hilarious. in
Oh,
it.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it's a rare show and it got canceled. And I don't know what. It shouldn't have got canceled. I think it could. There's way worse shows on Netflix that could. There's worsely shows on Netflix right now.
No, it's too late now.
That Godzilla movie gets a bad rap. You got to look at it as like the way your comic book geeks do the universes. That was a different take on a character.
It was.
It wasn't.
was,
It
but it
wasn't
was
the
too
classic
different.
Godzilla. No, but it had its moments until it Jurassic Parked at the end.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
too different. It
But
was
anyway, we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
here. Let's get back to independence.
right.
That's right. That's right.
Dun, 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 dun. We talked a little bit about this last week. Give me a little Top Gun, boys.
Oh, Top Gun. No, see, I don't
How about,
relate
I'll give you a
this
little
to-
quote from the movie.
If you didn't hear that, he just chomped his teeth like Val Kilmer because that's all Val Kilmer can do now.
That was
That's
his
his only.
improv.
That's his only line in the new movie.
It's him chewing
They're
his
just-
cud.
yeah. Putting his dentures in.
Yeah,
It's him getting him straight.
but I don't see. I don't relate this movie to 4th of July or
But
Independence.
what about Independence? It's
This
the
is
most
more-
American
it's-
movie ever made.
I
In the
disagree.
middle of the Reaganomics 80s? Yes,
yeah,
it is.
I think. Well, I see that. I see it being like
a-
so pro.
It's almost like a propaganda movie, if you put it
yeah,
that way.
yeah.
They
it is.
graduated, and then somehow some kind of conflict was breaking out
And then they go-
real close by.
Right from graduation.
The fact that they're at graduation and they're like, "Oh, we gotta go."
yeah. Hey,
yeah.
we've got a mission for you.
Yeah.
We got to go blow up some brown people.
Because they don't have the guys that fucking graduated last year or the year before
Right.
with way more experience that can go and take care of this.
We don't currently have a fleet defending the country. We're waiting for you idiots
if you
to
graduate.
finish partying and drinking.
Yeah,
champagne.
yeah, exactly.
This movie just reminds me of when Dave joined the show, and he grabbed me, and he said, "Hey, Brad, you can be my wingman anytime." And I said, "Bullshit, you can be mine."
yeah,
Fuck that movie. All the women that ever saw it, the volleyball scene, and then there were planes.
yeah.
That's it. I think Top Gun is a stretch, but there's a bravado to it. Hey, we're better than you.
Yeah.
Attitude. We have the best pilots. We have the best military.
That's what it was. It was like Dave said. It was a propaganda movie. It was to build up.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, we're the
And they were fighting against Russian MiGs.
Yeah,
Were they Russian?
Yeah.
I thought
they
they
were
They had the
Russian
red
MiGs.
star on the tails.
Yeah,
They
they
were
were
Russian
Russian
MiGs.
MiGs, yeah.
Yep.
and they were and don't get me wrong, our like Air Force and Navy are probably one of the best in the world. And at that time they were. And we have, we're comparable right now to all the other. I would say because they're not far behind.
We don't stand out in front
We don't
as
stand-
far as we did.
No, as far as we did, and we did at that time, and that's kind of was the hey, check us out,
Yeah.
and which was cool, and it's a fun movie, and if you can throw Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins in a movie and fly through mountains, fucking that's
Listen,
cool.
we can bust this movie's balls, but every single one of us listen to that sound.
Yeah, exactly.
I never made it past Danger Zone, and then obviously the Righteous Brothers.
And then that song by Berlin.
Oh no, Take My Breath
Away.
I didn't
No.
need to see him kissing. He turned her into a lesbian. Scientology turned her into a
Yep.
lesbian.
Exactly.
They were basically tongue punching.
That was one thing that I was so glad.
That movie made me think sex was straight up and down.
Yeah.
I thought
I had
it
a lot to learn in college.
I thought it was literally like because I was 10 and you sucked the breath out of somebody, and that's what it looked like his tongue was doing.
Yeah.
He was like probing her uvula
Yeah.
to get her to take her breath away.
Yeah. That's what it looked like.
No, that pissed me off more about that era of movies because it's kind of stopped. Was you had to have that love scene in it,
Yeah.
and no matter Terminator had one.
Yep.
It's like
awkwardly timed.
Yeah,
one, too.
and awkwardly timed. Like, why do we need this? Why does this have to be in here?
But there was also the montage.
Yeah, they're in a drainage tunnel under a road.
Yeah,
Let them just sleep in filth. I don't need to see everything else.
yeah.
But the montage was big in the 80s. We know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You take one song and you do
Yeah.
it over the course of like 10 weeks.
Yeah,
And then
it
everything's
was
good
basically like every fucking A-Team episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they would stop preparing the vehicle.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 welding and fucking getting everything
They were
ready.
always welding. I didn't know
Yeah.
they carried so many arc welders.
21 minutes of plot and 2 minutes of construction that would normally take 3 months and unlimited supplies.
Yep.
I mean, I think the best montage in any 80s movie was in Better Off Dead, where he finally rebuilt the car. And then for some reason at the end of the movie, he ends up on the outfield of Dodger Stadium. I don't care how cool you are. You're not driving into Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
The dumbest fucking thing I've ever. And the kid on the bike is racing after him for the $2.
Yeah.
Where's my $2?
$2.
But I think Top Gun, it was a big emotional moment, and he rode his motorcycle just a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And a little bit harder. And it was nighttime, and then he saw a dramatic sunset over San Diego.
And how many
so
guys like
bad.
after that watched that movie wanted to go like get in shape and play volleyball or join the military and be pilots
Hop on their
and shit. Get
Kawasaki
on their
Ninja
bikes, right? Yeah,
and
How
fly
many
down the side.
assholes
Of it.
in bars sang the Righteous Brothers to women that didn't expect it?
right.
Yeah.
It
If somebody ever actually did that, I hate you. I hope you're divorced now.
you can do it now. You can do it now as a joke.
Yeah, because that would be it.
Like I said, looking back on it, that movie is basically softcore porn for every closeted frat bro around the world.
But
that's what it was.
That kind of centers back on the point, though. It's American in the sense that it was pure mid-'80s bravado.
Yeah,
When
that's all
we
it
were
was.
literally saying we won the Cold War and we're going to eventually tear down this wall in a few years and we're going to own the world. And that, to me, says, okay, our independence is now the world's independence because we got a couple hotshots
Yeah.
that weren't flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of I don't know, man. I hate the movie, but I gotta think if you're getting into the whole pro America vibe for one day a year,
Yeah.
this is probably got to be on your playlist.
Yeah, the only thing that did really for the movie industry was the filming of the dog fights and the
filming
flight.
of
that
was
stuff was
good
groundbreaking.
film.
It was groundbreaking stuff.
They actually filmed with live Navy pilots. And
Yeah.
things. They only could do a few things, and they used. If you watch the movie, they used the same shot a few times.
a few times.
They
Yeah,
flipped it and things.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't notice if you
wouldn't
didn't know
notice
it.
No.
Considering it didn't have a huge budget, even by 80 standards,
Right.
I think they did a good job with it in terms of adrenaline. Like the movie got you pumped up. Like we put it on right now. We stopped recording and we put it on right now. We're into it.
And that was another guy that guy that had a big role in it.
Oh, I was going to bring him up. I know what you're going to say.
Why can't I think of his
Michael
name?
Ironside.
Michael Ironside.
Because he's that guy.
His name is Ironside.
Ironsides. Yeah, he was in Poltergeist 2. No, was it Poltergeist 2 or 3?
3.
3. Yeah.
With Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing was in
Ewing.
that. Yeah.
Oh my god!
We're celebrating
Played a
4th of
druid.
July in full force. If you can hear those fireworks,
Yep.
are still going off in the background.
As we were talking about this movie, another movie popped in my head. I'm going off script here.
Yep.
That's just as quote unquote American. Rocky IV
Yeah.
ended the Cold
Yeah.
War.
Ended the Cold War.
Ended it.
Russians cheered for him.
Yes.
Yep.
In Russia.
And by
In
the
Russia.
way, in 1980s Russia, if with Gorbachev in attendance, if you cheered against the Russian, nobody walked out of that building alive.
They're like, okay, all you can go, not you.
Two people left.
Yeah.
Gorbachev and his driver.
Yeah.
And they let Rocky go because he was just completely mentally deficient at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
That's right. But that movie had the montage, the training, the one-on-one.
The one.
It had Apollo's trainers adopting Rocky as their own.
Right.
Broke
Yep.
down racial walls. Because you remember in Rocky 3 when he went to South Central LA
Oh, yeah.
to Apollo's gym.
Yeah.
And he got eyed up and down.
Not only
Yep.
did they break down racial walls in Rocky 3, they broke down sexual walls in Rocky 3 with that big gay hug on the beach.
Yeah. Yep.
Those shorts were a little revealing.
They were revealing.
There was a lot of speed bags
I
going on.
want to know. To this day, I've never been able to buy a jockstrap that secure.
Yeah.
That you can run up the beach. My dick would have been sticking out of those shorts constantly. Every kid making a sandcastle would have gotten a view.
In that movie, he became Friction Jackson, not Action.
But they even had a musical sequence in that movie.
Yes.
With him coming down, living in America.
Right? And you've got Rocky training in like the mountains, lifting fucking logs, and then Drago in like a lab.
Wicked
like,
laugh. Yeah.
Yeah,
But the montage in that movie is, in my opinion, the best one ever made. It's No Easy Way Out.
right.
Which I believe was Foreigner.
Yeah.
Not Foreigner. I'm sorry, Survivor.
Survivor. Yeah.
Survivor wrote every montage for most of the mid to 80s.
Yep.
They wrote all of the Rocky ones.
And 38 Special wrote every song for the opening credits of every movie in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's a good point too.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And if you hear a saxophone, you're having sex.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Like Baker Street.
They brought in a totally different director for this one scene.
Yeah.
It looks like it wasn't part of the movie at all.
It's like Rocky and Cinemax, all at once, softly lit and totally erotic.
You know it's some kind of velour suit with a fucking big gold chain, like, grab her titties.
Like, don't grab them, but look like you're gonna.
Look
grab
like you're gonna grab them. Rub them on the sides.
Spit on your hands off camera.
Yeah.
What you want to do is graze your thumb across the braille, like the nipple braille there. You know, you got to do that. And at that point, you're in.
Yeah. Now make slow back arching humps.
Your head's going to disappear stage right. And you've got to make it look like you're going down on her. But don't, like, spread her legs or nothing. Just make sure the sheet spreads a little bit, you know?
Oh, shit.
And then when the saxophone hits just that moment, you lift your ass off the sheets like 3 inches.
Yeah.
Nobody cares if you get off. She ain't blowing you later. because there's drapes in the background and there's a breeze outside that's blowing them dramatically with just the right amount of fucking ambient light.
Yeah. The worst part is in the 80s, that's how every girl thought they were going to lose their virginity.
Oh, no doubt.
Was in a white room with white curtains blowing.
White curtains.
Yeah.
Some reason there's a blue light outside shining in.
Yeah, just gently blowing the curtains around and fucking.
I actually did
everything
lose my
was
virginity
silk.
that way. I had a director in the room, big Italian guy.
And he said, relax, he's done this before.
Yeah.
No, don't put your thumb there. That's not where she wants it.
Yeah.
It looks inviting, but no.
Now, Tom, pretend it's a dude.
This is where Scientology turns into proctology.
Yeah.
Can we get him 3 lifts, please?
Gynecology would have been a better joke, but all right.
Turn your head to the right so that tooth doesn't look like it's in the middle of your face.
All right, lay on top of her. Wait, that's not right. His face is in her tits and his dick's in her belly button. Get someone else.
Yeah.
Don't smile. You look like a wascally wabbit.
Oh, my God.
So Top Gun, no?
No. Nope.
I'm going to play Baker Street all night.
Yeah.
Every time my wife gets up to pee tonight. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, better promotional video than patriotic movie, for sure.
I think, I honestly, though,
Yeah.
No Easy Way Out was good because he keeps replaying the events that happened in his head. And the best part is they always play the montage of the movie you just saw. Rocky didn't see it from that perspective.
Yeah.
Half of the scenes were him reminiscing of scenes he wasn't there for. Same thing happened in Jaws 4. Jaws 4, when now she had lost her husband and her son
That's
to
right.
a vengeful shark that only wants to eat Brodies.
Yeah.
She starts reminiscing to him
Only
shooting,
wants to eat Brody.
He somehow sniffed them out across the world.
finds them and waits.
Yep.
He just sits and wait. But then at one point, like, she starts reminiscing about him shooting the tank and saying, "Smile, you son of a bitch. You weren't there. You weren't there."
And it was from the perspective of the seagull above the shark he shot.
I mean, I imagine he came home after swimming 2.5 miles to shore.
Yeah.
I imagine he told the story as it happened. Like Hooper went down in the bottom of the ocean, just waited for the rest of us to die.
Yeah.
And then they blew this fucker up, and he came in, swam through the chum, and then they hit the shore together. But honestly, like, how are you reminiscing about things you never saw? It drives me fucking crazy. And Rocky did the same thing. He's sitting there, and he's like watching Apollo training in his head. You weren't
there. Yeah.
And then he reminisces about himself throwing the towel in from the perspective across the ring.
Yeah.
No. And that was in real time.
Throw the damn towel. That everything went slow motion too in the 80s. They would do.
And that's all that trainer did in all 4 movies. No! From
Every
the corner.
Rocky movie, it takes 19.2 minutes to fall to the mat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then 28 to climb the ropes just in time for the 10 count.
Yep. Yep. Oh, shit.
But I do like Rocky 4 because it showed Rocky coming to grips with his success. In Rocky 3, he got rich quick.
Yeah.
He had like the blue velvet bedroom, which was like all the rage.
He had
in
the
early
robot.
80s. No, that was 4.
No.
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah, he gave it to Paulie in the beginning of 4.
Yeah.
It was the beginning of 4?
Yeah. Because Paulie didn't make the trip.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I'm sorry.
and
You're
his,
right.
and his horrible kid stayed home on Christmas to watch his dad.
That stupid robot.
Yep. And then right after like he won the fight, he's like, "I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad." Even though you're retarded now,
Yeah. Now?
you're a retardator.
Yeah. And your retardedness is worse than it was earlier.
You get to go back to that joke one more time, and then the well is dry.
I'm sorry. I have to keep using it.
I mean, in casual conversation, yeah, but maybe not here.
No, for me. I need to, these guys give me enough shit.
Well, you earn it.
I do. You earned it.
I did.
You did.
That's why I'm not arguing.
The fact that you came in here looking like a billboard for a shitty college down
Yeah.
south is unbelievable. The timing is perfect. All right, so let's move on because I could talk about Rocky IV all night.
We should move on to probably one of the best movies out of that era and out of that genre.
Some
to an
different
extent.
communists?
A actual like possible Independence Day
I wouldn't
movie.
say-
No, I'm saying not. It's more realistic than the aliens coming and shooting down the White House.
Fair.
You know, was Red. Well, yeah, well, yeah. Red Dawn.
Fuck yes.
The original Red Dawn.
The original,
Not the remake with
remake.
Thor.
I haven't
No.
seen Thor's remake, nor should anyone.
I saw it, and it actually wasn't that bad.
Do they do the scene at the gas station?
No, they don't. It's a totally different take on it. It's actually not too bad, and the ending blew my mind. Like, not blew my mind, but I was like, "Whoa! Didn't
All right,
fucking
well,
expect that."
Let's go through the original. Let's go through the original.
Let's stick
Yeah.
with the original.
But we'll get back to that because I want to see it. But I've been hesitant to because I just hold this movie in such reverence.
no,
the
sure,
original
and I
had
s-
a
and I
lot
still do.
of 80s icons in the same movie
You had half the Rat Pack
before they
not
were
Rat Pack,
huge names.
Well, I think that was an issue with Tiger Beat where they threw darts and said they're in it, they're in it, they're in it, they're in
Yeah.
it, and they missed Tom Cruise by that much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. 'cause-
Thank Christ for that.
Thank
Yeah, I'll agree with that because you had, like you said, I mean, and I said Rat Pack. I didn't mean Rat Pack. It was
I
the
know what you mean.
Brat Pack.
Brat Pack. You had C. Thomas Howell,
Yep.
Patrick Swayze,
Yep.
Thomas
which
Howell,
was
King of Blackface.
which was yes, which was older. I actually made a comment.
See Thomas Howell, not Swayze, right?
Yeah,
Swayze can wear any face he wants.
Swayze
Yeah.
was the king of boneface for a while.
And then face.
Right?
yeah.
You can take that.
Then you had Martin Sheen. I mean Charlie Sheen. I'm
Charlie
sorry,
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. Who was
Jennifer
the,
Grey.
Jennifer Grey.
Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson.
Who was the other? There was two other kids that were.
No, they were no names. They were red
They
shirts
weren't,
on the
but
Star Trek Enterprise.
But they weren't though. They had been in a lot of other movies in that era. Then you had the one kid that was the governor's father that turned on him, and they end up executing him. And he's been in everything still. He's that guy from the '80s, and he was in it because he actually had a big role in that movie, My Bodyguard. He played the bodyguard. And that was like a early '80s, late '70s, early
Powers
'80s.
Booth.
Yes, Powers Booth.
Who was on our That Guy episode?
Who's
Yeah.
Because he always played
no.
cowboys and shit.
But not only that, then he was also up until you're talking recently when he was on Serenity, which he still looked like a fucking young dude.
And
It was,
yeah,
which
the
was
other guy
amazing
was
to me.
Lane Smith, who was
Lane
the
Smith,
he was
yeah.
the lawyer, the other lawyer in My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
But
That's
then I thought you were talking about the dad in the re-education camp. That
oh
was-
no,
that's
father.
Harry Dean
That's Harry
Stanton.
Dean. Yeah, Harry.
He was
I-
in a ton of stuff.
Yeah, he's in everything.
He was
But,
he was the best. He was the first one to die in the first Alien movie.
Yes. Yep.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is correct.
Yep.
Holy
But,
shit, I forgot how crazy stacked this movie was.
Yeah.
It's stacked.
I'm
it's
looking
stacked.
at my phone right now. They got a guy named Brad Savage. He played Danny. He looks terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
Danny, you should have died on the mountain. Oh, wait, I think he did.
But I mean, this was a movie that was. I love this movie. I'll put this movie in my top like 15.
Really?
Yeah, no, I love it, and if I see it on, I'm definitely watching it because it was good. It was as silly as it was. It was good, and there's a lot of elements in it that I liked.
It almost put you into the movie because it was. I don't want to say it was relatable, but it was a big thing that happened on a small scale for the characters.
Yeah,
It was their town that was affected, and they were fighting for just their little area.
the area. Yeah, but it was
But it spread out over Colorado.
that's
That's one of the few problems I have with the movie.
What,
well-
Cuba invading Colorado?
Yeah, how
Well-
did they get through so many states to get right to the middle?
Well, if you listen, they did. There was still areas because even when the pilot gets shot down and they find the pilot,
Yeah.
there was still areas of the United States that were still fighting like a
Right.
front to front battle.
It just seemed weird, though,
And-
that nobody in that school was aware of this fight going on, and then all of a sudden the paratroopers come into Calumet, Colorado.
That was
Yeah.
that was the weird thing is the way they did that. It would have been one thing if there was like fighting going on. And
If
stuff.
they were if
But
they were in Florida or Texas,
I always thought it was in Oregon, because that
Which
would have made
makes sense,
sense
too.
coming from the north.
but
Right. Like I think what they were trying to go for was that anybody in the country, this could happen to you.
yeah,
Middle of
and
the country, like you think you're safe, you're not.
you're not. And I think and not only that, as a movie standpoint, you can't to be. it would have taken a half hour, 45 minutes to explain what was going on in the beginning of the movie if
Right.
you set it up like that. But it's just kids in school and they see the guys parachuting in and they're like, what the fuck is
fuck
going
is
on?
this?
And it's Russians and Cubans,
Yeah.
you know? But it's just kind of cool that they take off immediately to the mountains. Patrick Swayze was like, all right, because he's, again, just like in The Outsiders, he's not the high school kid. He's just out of high school.
Right.
He's the older brother, and he's like, nope, we're going. This is what
He
Dad
got a
would-
full scholarship to Clemson and turned it down to be a ridiculous deadbeat in Colorado.
Yeah.
I want to be homeless in the mountains, not homeless in the suburbs.
Yeah. But they take off into the mountains and they gather supplies, they take off into the mountains.
Yeah.
And like a family that's been growing up like hunting and all this stuff.
He's
and they
the Uncle Mike of this story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I like the establish and they do it after their high school football team was the Wolverines.
Mm-hmm.
They consider themselves, and that was the thing in the movie, and they explain it how it did spread to other states. There was other groups of people fighting.
It was
in
Colorado
other states.
East, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that
but-
was.
but it
the
was-
DMZ was to the left.
Yeah, but it was spreading to other states that people called themselves Wolverines.
Right.
Just like bands of people that were rebelling
Yeah.
started to call themselves Wolverines, which gave them that, like, we're doing it. It's
Yeah.
working. And it's good because what I like about it is it works, but it doesn't. They all kind of get killed. You know what I mean?
They start something, but they can't finish it
They
because they're not
can't
equipped
finish.
to do it.
They're not equipped to do it. They start something, they can't finish it. But there was that sense of American pride
Yeah.
and independence. Like, we're not gonna fucking let you take us over. We're not gonna do this without a fight.
The gas station scene is top 3 of all time in terms of just standing up and screaming, yeah, at a fucking movie screen.
Yeah.
It was the first ever PG-13 movie. I was
Was it
set-
really?
Yes,
Was it?
first ever
Really?
PG-13 movie. Shortly after that, Ghoulies came out.
You know,
which
it's
was
funny-
that
yeah.
You know, because I was thinking Temple of Doom, but Temple of Doom was the movie that caused the PG-13 rating.
Yeah.
It didn't get it.
It didn't get
This is
it,
The first
yeah.
one actually. Okay,
No,
that makes
no.
sense.
Red Dawn was the first mass-release PG-13 movie, and when it hit, it was a big deal. Now, my dad, at this point, I'm 7, and he took me anyway because he's like, "You got to see this."
It's good. It was so good.
Because at that time, again, our parents taught us pride in our country.
And that wasn't a sex scene. That wasn't like a sex laden.
It was
like
a violence PG-13
It was a
rating.
violence.
It also
and even
showed-
not that bad.
But do you know what I think it was? And I think they'd be more on top of what it was today. You know how they put the descriptions in the top left hand of the screen now?
Yeah.
These were kids
Yeah,
Yeah.
in peril.
yeah.
And that's a word we use a lot on this show, usually for comic effect. But
Yeah.
these kids were in genuine peril and they survived. I can see a teenage kid today growing up in bubble wrap being a little terrified.
Yeah.
Given the state of world affairs, and if they read the paper or the internet, they've got a pretty good idea what's going on in the world. Will I have to be a Wolverine?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think this movie carries itself. Yes, it's dated beyond belief. The hairstyles, the cars, the references, but ultimately, they're high school kids. They're playing football 1 minute, and then they're defending their land the next.
And I like the way they played it out to the fact that you had the not so much reluctant leader, but Patrick Swayze was like, okay, I don't want to do this, but I have to.
It's like, I'm the oldest. I got to do this.
I got to do this. I know the survival situation. Like, I can handle that. I've been hunting in the woods with my father.
Yeah.
And then the younger brother who's a little irrational to an sense. Like, we got to go get Dad. No, we can't.
Yeah.
I'm amazed
things
they
like
even
that.
got to
and
the
then
fence.
I like the fact that
That always bugged me about that movie. I'm like, well, if they're
Well,
behind
yeah.
the fence, either cut them free or you're going in.
yeah.
How on earth are you having a long conversation with your dad
Well,
at the fence?
at the
like
time,
that?
they still had that, like, the town was open still to an extent.
was and it wasn't,
They
yeah.
they weren't. They were it was nighttime. They were wanted, but
They also
But
never
anyway-
explained that the shop owner that gave him all the ammo, as long as they took the 2 girls,
yeah.
they never explained that he died. It
Yeah.
was implied
It
later
was
in
implied
the
that
movie.
he died, yeah.
But because his
He gives them
inventory
everything.
didn't match what he had in the store.
Yeah.
So he knew that they were funding him. Like when the Wolverines were starting to make some
Yeah.
noise. I think the movie's
Then they
fantastic.
started robbing stuff. But what I was getting at with what you seen was then you see the I'm trying to think of the actor's name. He was younger, but he played almost opposite of C. Thomas Howell, who was at first when he killed somebody, you see him, he's shaky, he's fucked up.
Yeah.
But then you see C. Thomas Howell gets into the fucking fuck these mother. I'm gonna kill every single one of them.
Yeah.
I want to. And then even it comes to the part where the governor's son, they realize he was traitor and feeding information, and they're like talking about what they're going to do with them, and C. Thomas Howell just fucking shoots him. he's like, what? And then he just goes to eat his dinner. Like,
Let me ask you a question.
You know?
One of the corniest scenes in that movie was the blood of the deer. Now they handle it well because after he drinks the blood of the deer, he's like, I never drank that, and that was it was supposed to be a little comic moment. But do you think he actually internalized the idea of the blood of the deer and the hunter?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Because he became. That's what happened to him. He became like, fuck it, like fuck this.
This is how I'm going to deal with this shit, and just kind of turn it off.
Yeah. And it was pretty cool. And then you had, I mean, and even the girl like Leah Thompson and Jennifer Grey, that whole, like, their dynamic in the show was good. They were like, and that's why I said, nothing hotter than a feral fucking Leah Thompson, all feral and dirty with her winter coat. I'm like,
yeah, she was way too polished in Back to the Future.
Yeah, dirty before she got fucked by a duck.
Yeah.
Then she went on to fuck her son 30 years prior.
Yeah.
She went on to bestiality and incest.
Yeah. But just seeing her like coming out of a pit, I was like, oh, that's hot. No, but
this week's episode of Hooker Fantasy.
yeah, but but that whole thing, and then I love that even when she knows she's dying. No, it was Jennifer Grey's character. She knows she's dying. She knows she's dying, and she says to give him a grenade.
Yeah,
and she puts it under her back.
That's
because she
balls.
knows when they flip her over, when they go to move her body, the grenade's going to go off. That's just a cool scene.
Yeah,
I love that scene.
I loved it, Leah Thompson, when she found Powers Booth, the pilot.
Yeah.
And she grabs him and says, what's the capital of Texas? He goes, Austin. He goes, wrong, motherfucker. It's Houston.
Yeah.
She's like, I just want to hit you. You're right, but I don't care. I'm going to fucking end you right now.
But, I mean, it's a great movie. It really is. It stands the test of time. You can watch it right now, and it's still.
Which is why it was remade.
I was kind of pissed that it was remade because it didn't have to be, because it still.
It did though. It's so dated. It was a Cold War movie when the Cold War ended in '89.
Yeah. The new one wasn't bad. It didn't have that same feel to that one. You know, I mean, maybe because that's when I watched it.
We're out of the spoiler
time,
window.
You know?
Tell me how this ends and that blew your mind.
I don't.
Oh no, seriously, fucking do it.
Well, it's the whole thing
at
is
least 4 years ago.
They're setting up. They're inside this house. It's like not necessarily a safe house, but they think they're all set, and you're expecting fucking Thor to walk into the room like, okay,
and just
like
conjure lightning.
Like no, like he's about to give direction, and as soon as he opens the door and he takes 2 steps and he gets shot in the side of the head and just drops on the floor. Fucking done. Kill him right down. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
I was like, but who killed him?
One of the guys, they had gotten in. They knew where they were.
Oh, all right.
You know, so they
Blair
kind of
Witch Project ending.
Yeah, it was fucked up. It was kind of like, I was like, holy shit. Like, right when he walks in, you expect him to start giving orders like, hey, because he's walking in.
So they don't really win. Because, I mean, yeah, Swayze and Charlie Sheen both die on the bench at the end of the original.
Yeah.
But they died victoriously, and then they cut to the plaque that they put on the rock.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is clearly not the same result.
No, it kind of is, but it isn't. You have to see it, like, because
I'll watch it regardless.
It's not bad. It wasn't bad.
2012, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say spoiler windows.
Yeah. Spoiler
over.
window's closed. Okay.
I say honor the emaciated, drink the blood of the Swayze.
Drink the blood of the Swayze.
I mean, I think that kind of wraps it up for movie. I mean, Red Dawn, Jaws, Top Gun, Rocky, which we didn't even put on. You know, I mean,
and we may have gotten
good.
the best fucking segment out of it.
Yeah, and fucking fireworks, and fucking fireworks in the background. You know, I mean, fuck.
Northern rednecks.
Happy 4th of July.
I mean, I can't lie to you. Coming off of last week's episode, nothing we were going to do was match the energy and the depth of the conversation that we had last week. So going into a holiday weekend where we're all just thinking about beer and not doing anything, this might have been the most perfect episode we've done yet. So, But we have a little something coming up. So, Dave.
Yeah, so we kind of ran with this episode with a theme around movies related to a specific holiday, and we're kind of working on a side project where we're going to explore a lot of our side conversations a little more in depth, where we've talked a lot about, hey, this show was great, this episode was my favorite of that one, so we're going down this road of let's talk about the best episode from a show. And that's kind of what the side project is shaping up to look like.
Yeah, or the best movie in a series.
Right.
Or things like that. And we realize we do a lot of that, or we have done a lot of this on the show, and it kind of takes us out of our groove for what Needless to Say is. But we're getting to a point now where a lot of these side conversations are just as entertaining as the shit we do on here. And it warrants another show.
I mean, let's be honest. We just did a whole episode on this one topic. So we're looking to take this and have more of a focused approach to, hey, let's talk about the best episode of this series or the best movie of this grouping or whatever.
Yeah.
And just that'll be it. And we'll rip through it and see what we can come up with.
I mean, I think the best reason to do this is because Craig doesn't do enough editing each week.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I need to do at least 16 hours of editing a week.
Well, let's be honest. Brad's back to work. I've got a job. We're both working like 40 hours a week, and we see you check off at 3 o'clock every afternoon. You need some more time to work.
Yeah, I do. Usually I end my day about 3.
Yeah, so you need at
I'm
least
the
an hour
boss.
and a half every day. Well,
I think, this is not going to be a weekly thing. It's going to be when we can. It's going to be a little looser.
I think it'll be a little looser, and I think it might be something we could break into seasons.
yeah, and it's
You know
not
what I
going to be
mean?
the
Like,
hour and a half, 2 hours we're used to doing.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like,
it'll be
focused, shorter, hit right to the point.
40-minute, 45-minute episode.
Do we reveal the name?
We could.
Have we all agreed this is the name?
I think so.
All right.
Well, drop it.
Then what you're going to be looking forward to in probably the next 2 to 3 months is called The Best One Was.
Yep.
And if you've listened to us for long enough, you know why that's the title.
Yeah. yeah.
We will argue about 2 drops of water going down a window.
What was that movie where the kids threw pickles against a window and cheered them on to see whose pickle would slide down faster? I can't remember the damn
My daughter
movie.
was doing it in the car the other day. The raindrops, and she's cheering this thing on. I'm like, God, you guys really haven't gotten out much.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be
It'll
loose.
be fun.
It's going to be loose. Yeah. It's not going to be structured. It's also going to be done remote. Once we learned over COVID that we can do this shit remote, we're not getting together another night. Needless to say, is still the baby. It's still the flagship.
It's still the flagship.
But we realize that a lot of what we do in that realm on this show doesn't always fit the mold, and we end up cutting a lot of it because it kills the overall flow.
Yeah, and to break up a Tuesday night for an hour or two, sitting down at our computers and just bullshitting, it'll be good.
I always hated losing that audio because we did a lot of great conversations. They just didn't necessarily fit the overall theme of whatever we were doing that particular week. I always joke that whenever we get into like serious topics like, assault and things like that, we find hilarity in bad real things. But then when we get into Marvel and Star Wars, we're so fucking boring.
Yep.
So we needed to find an outlet.
Yeah.
When we saw that we were boring the guys from Nerd Entertainment Hub, we said, hey, let's capitalize on this.
Yeah.
I'm watching Josh look at his watch.
Yeah. We're gonna have those guys on again soon, Ryan and Josh. Ryan just had a baby. Congratulations.
Oh, did he?
Oh no, didn't have a baby. He's gonna have a baby.
I was gonna say, so his wife's gonna have a couple kids to watch now.
Yeah. She's got 2 kids to watch.
We also should throw a shout out to a buddy of ours that made Comic-Con one of the few salvageable pieces of audio from Comic-Con. He started a podcast recently, and basically we're already jealous of his audience. I don't know what he's doing right, but that's George. And it's chatting with George Noonan.
George Noonan.
Yeah.
We have talked with him privately, and we said, seriously, tell us, what's your secret sauce?
Yeah.
George is the reason why Lou Ferrigno wants to pound us all into the pavement like nails.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was crazy. He couldn't hear the directions to get to our house. So.
Yep.
Right. He's taking all left turns.
Yeah.
Always ends up at a crack house. It never fails.
Yeah, so our buddy George Noonan got a new show, Chatting with George Noonan. Another friend of ours just started the podcast as well.
And
And that's our friend Wayne. Wayne
Yep.
started the show with a bunch of his friends. It's called the Voices in My Head podcast.
Yep.
And it is exactly what
It's
you would
exactly what you would expect. I think they got a good thing going.
Now, you say they. I'll be honest.
It's Travis and Wayne.
So the first episode was about 2 minutes shy of an hour. It
Yep.
took me about 43 minutes to realize that Travis was actually a separate human being.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
It wasn't until their voices overlapped and I thought, Wayne doesn't have that time to do that editing. That's another person.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
just not that talented.
That's right.
No,
Brad said that.
Wayne, honestly, he came to us and he said, I've been thinking of starting a podcast. And we kind of pushed him. We said, you know what, dude?
Give
If
it a
you're
shot.
thinking about it, fucking do it. What's stopping everybody else from doing it?
Right.
What stopped
And
us from doing it?
for their first episode, first episode's always rough. And they released it, which we didn't. We did about 5 or 6 before we released.
Should we reveal what really happened? Our episode 1 is actually episode 7.
Yeah.
We re-recorded the debut episode and then just changed the date
and
on
just
it.
changed the date on it. But the thing is, like they did good. You can see they're trying to find their groove, but they have a niche, and they can hit it. And I think it'll be a decent show.
They have a lot of passion and expertise for what they talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, once everybody gets to know them,
Yep.
and I think that's what it comes down to with anybody. Why do I want to turn back in? There's a lot of nerd podcasts out there, but when you get a guy as broad as Wayne, and now we're getting to know Travis, like these guys not only have an expertise, but they have a passion for what they talk about, and they talk about it with a depth that you don't hear on a lot of these nerd podcasts.
Yeah.
And I want to give him credit. I actually put him in touch with Nerd Entertainment Hub.
Nice.
And also some old friends of ours that we ran into a couple of years ago. It's the So Wizard podcast.
Yes.
Yep.
I put him in touch with both of them, and I think there's already seeds of collaboration going
Nice.
on. So
Good.
that's a good thing.
Yeah. Those guys, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect for them.
Yeah, but yeah, that his show. If you want to hear 12 people talking and there's only 2 guys there, that's the show for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree. We don't know Travis yet, but we will. We will continue to support all of our community of podcasters.
Absolutely.
But we did want to give a shout out to George and Wayne because they started something. George, I don't know, again, what the fuck you're doing right. I don't. You talked to somebody about horses, and I couldn't stop listening.
Right, George,
Yeah,
can you
he
plug
just-
us on your show, please?
The best was he just dropped like, "Hey, I'm going to start a podcast tomorrow,"
And he did.
Yeah, and he did, and he's like, "Yep, I'm successful." Yeah.
I do have one bone of contention with George, though. That oil painting sunset photo that you have
Yeah.
as your show art, it looks
Yeah.
like every Christian clock that's on like a piece of laminated wood.
Yeah, it looks like I wanted to see like footprints.
Yeah.
And then there's just like one set of footprints.
There's some inspirational quote.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like you want to see the footprints just walk into the water.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there's no one out there.
No,
Actually, to be honest with you-
and a little hat floating. Like,
If he had that photo up and then a seagull fly by and then just the word Summer's Eve
yeah,
appear right on the screen. But other than that, we're really into the show, man.
yeah, no, it's a great show. Yeah,
Yeah, look at his backdrop, and I just start peeing without even trying. It just happens.
yeah,
So it's not called douche and uncontrollable bladders.
yeah,
Summer's Eves with George.
yeah.
Oh, that would have been good. His whole crew is called the Messin Guild.
There's Blood in the Water podcast.
Yeah, you ever feel not so fresh? Listen to fucking George.
Hemorrhaging with George Noonan.
Shedding walls.
Not so silver linings. George, if you were expecting a more gracious,
Pulling strings with George.
yes, yes, yes,
We just ad-libbed a roundup. That was perfect.
that's it. Oh my God! The show is actually called "Chatting with George Noonan," but I don't think any of you are calling it that after this. And again, if you were expecting something more gracious, you made the wrong friends. So I got nothing. You know what? I'm not even going to do housekeeping tonight. You know where to buy our shit.
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
So, you know what? Happy 4th of July, gentlemen. Oh, I haven't said it tonight. In the middle.
In the middle. Happy
Bang,
4th of
bang.
July.
Bang, bang, clang, clang, fuck the parade. Needless to say, we said it.